just a normal, not a hierarchy anyway, just a card-carrying member of the Pentecostal Church of New South Wales.
Really?
That's what I heard tonight. People know his name, but they're not saying it because they're actually respecting, in some ways, mostly the fact that if his name gets outed in public, it could actually make it hard for him to suffer the consequences. The court of law.
You'd prejudice the case. You'd find it hard to find a jury that
exactly. So I understand why, but apparently, thankfully, we're at least on where I'm looking, where I'm chatting on a forum.
You'll find Ben. You'll find Ben with these sort of things. They generally won't because until they're proven guilty. Celebrities tend to get coppered, but until they're found guilty,
it often comes out a lot, especially sports stars and things. It's quite hard to keep undercover.
But that's it. But you got. Sports genos are like street prostitutes, if there's a cock on offer, they'll be reaching for you.
Absolutely. But I'm just on a note that I know, the guy who killed, I can't even remember her name. She had a really weird name at Optus Oval Park. He followed her from Flinders Street. It's a friend of mine's son. So I'd been in their house. I've met him. Yeah, 100%. But that name came out well before his trial. He turned himself in and got arrested, or whatever. You go down to the cop shop and get done, right? But his name was in the public eye 2 days after that because I saw it and went, "You cannot be serious." I know that name, and then I took a look at the picture, and his face was covered over. He was like wearing a trackie suit over the top of his head. But I'm like, "Gee, that's the same build." Send a message to the friend of mine. I'm like.
Really?
So, yeah, and it was like, "Are you okay?" Is that absolutely 100%? His son. He had to change his name on Facebook and everything because he was copying serious amounts of grief. He actually posted a message somewhere or sent a message to her parents apologizing and just like how sorry he was as the father that did all the right things you're supposed to do if you're going to make contact.
Yeah.
Anyway, but got. Not flamed, but how dare you raise a rapist? You should kill yourself type, and a whole bunch of that kind of hate stuff on his Facebook page. So he had to basically more or less delete his account and restart it, sort of, with a different name. Which is there's a lot there. But, he'll thankfully, and I know this sounds terrible, but he'll never see the light of day again. I don't believe. His mental state. Couldn't process that what he did wasn't right, was wrong, and why it was wrong. I mean, he'd been told it was wrong, but he didn't know. Yeah,
was so simple.
Yeah, in a way, functional. Like honest to God, he was quiet, stayed away from everything. Hardly ever talked to you when you're.
So a bit like Simon then.
Yeah. God, that's scary. That's actually really close.
I reckon Simon was just above the threshold to fully understand his own actions.
It was more that just his perspective is. He's on the autism spectrum, and I know people use that and they use it as an excuse.
He's autistic, Simon.
No, this kid.
Oh, right.
But.
We've got off track.
He couldn't see anything that wasn't from his point of view in the world. Everything was from his POV. So doing that to her was from his POV, and he doesn't have the capability of empathy of putting himself in anyone else's shoes to see how it affects them and to work out.
Never be released from prison.
That's right. That's what part of the judgment from the judge quoted this as one of the. They had psych evaluations and stuff, and based on that, he'll serve and then be assessed for whether he can come back into society. Right, move on
tonight.
Paladin build.
All right, so
what level does he come in as? 12, like everyone else?
So what are we going to go for? If you guys are 12, he'll come in at 12. So we'll design it up from there.
Are there any good prestige classes the Paladin might want to be that you could go 10-2 or something like that? Is that a bit too much for tonight?
We're definitely going Paladin, are we?
Yep.
Cool. All right.
Yes. I've just shared my screen if you guys want to walk me through this whole progress.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
What race do you want to be?
Human.
There's one of us!
Why not?
What do
He's
you
an
want me as?
no.
No. I'm just saying, yes! Now there's two of us! At last!
He's no longer a minority.
How about a half-orc paladin?
Yeah, no worries.
Which half is orc?
Human gets an extra feat though at the
It's the
start,
bottom half.
and it's pretty good.
They're also fairly straight down the line in terms
Yeah.
of building.
Don't have to worry about all this extra stuff.
Rules you out, Justin.
Okay, so
I'm
I've
straight
just
in the light.
Plus, you can get
I've
a
just
holy
hit-
adventure.
I've just hit the stat generator a few times, and I've got one that just came up: 16, 16, 13, 17, 12, 13.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
16, 13, 17,
Uh,
12.
Two 16s, two 13s, a 12, and a 17.
I like that.
Geez, nothing wrong with that.
Mm.
So,
Tell me
all
where
right,
to
we'll go with
put
that one. And then, because there'll be you'll get some. How many stat mods do we get by level 12? Is it
4, I think.
3.
4, or is it 3? 4, 8, and 12. Is it
Pretty sure
3,
it's
6?
three.
And...
Yeah, so you've got 3 more points to add there. So jiggle them around as you like.
So I
So,
suppose
what's a paladin look like?
Usually
good
with a
wisdom,
sword and
good con,
shield,
good strength, good.
Barrel chest and no chin.
And a flat top.
all high and mighty.
Why am I thinking of Johnny Bravo? 90s cartoons.
He's like an anti-paladin.
But he's got big chest and a flat top. That's all I can think of.
Oh, that's right. These guys like cockroaches. Can't kill them.
That's exactly right.
It's Chris, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome in, mate.
Cheers. You can call me
Hope
by
you-
my screen
hope
name
you
if
can
you
handle
want.
the. All right, Axeman. All right.
You realise his paladin's going to have.
Hopefully you.
It will have an axe. Every
I mean,
character
that would-
ever roll
That
will
would be
have an axe.
amazing.
Well, one of my favourite novel series is by David Eddings, and it was the Sapphire Rose series.
Ah,
and there was
Sparhawk and
Yeah,
Cole,
Sparhawk.
yeah.
Sparhawk, and there was a church knight in there who had a Lochabar axe.
Yeah.
Can't remember what his name was, yeah.
Bevet?
Yeah,
Bevan?
yeah, and he was a real he was a little bit almost fanatical,
I love those books.
almost. Yeah, they were really good. I mean, I love the Bulgariad in that series. That was just brilliant.
Yep.
All right.
Paladin level 12.
At least you get a 3rd level spell. 12th level.
So level 12. So, all right. So there's two.
Actually, be really good to have another person who can hit things and survive.
Something else I can pound on would be great. All right. So yeah.
Leave that one
Justin?
alone.
I'll just
That's what he said.
I knew that's where it would end up.
Look, if it's too obvious, I'll just let it go. I'll just let it through to the keeper.
Oh, that's my job then. I won't let it go.
Well, after that, you remember,
Yeah, no,
he's also got lay on hands, but hey.
And turn undead. Oh, hello.
Justin doesn't
I
go
got
for
a
the
bone for you.
yeah, Justin doesn't go for the low hanging fruit. Likes to work for it. All right. All right. Where should we put all these bits and pieces?
That's what I'm looking at now. It's tough with a paladin. You need a fairly good broad.
Yeah. Well, you've got to have.
Charisma's probably going to be your 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, charisma. You want charisma, strength, and con mainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
To start off with.
you need to have a tiny bit of wisdom, but remember you'll have extra points. So
Too.
if he's level 12, you'll have 3 points you can throw around
But
anyway.
wouldn't you
Yeah, true.
wouldn't you pick your best stat and make it from 17 to 20? Get the +5 in whatever your best stat is.
Yeah,
Be
I-
it con-
It
Like
depends on what you want to
constitution.
do. Oh yeah.
Actually, here's a question: is there a race that has a dump stat that isn't that important? that he could basically. So rather than going human, is there a race that would be better suited?
Nah, go human. Human paladin makes sense.
You get an extra feat. You get some extra stuff.
Yeah, you get a few extra.
Yeah.
You get a handful of extra skills. You get an extra feat.
Do paladins need skill points? Like, is high int
No,
important?
no, don't worry about it.
Nah.
Well, he's a religious nut job, so low intelligence is actually.
Actually, for paladins, intelligence is probably their dump stat.
Yep.
All
It
honesty,
is.
and maybe I know it sounds silly, depending on how you're going, strength or dex.
No, Dex.
Dex.
Strength,
Dex is
they need
the other-
strength. They need strength for the 2-hit modifier as well as the damage modifier.
Yeah.
They
And
need-
also you don't need the dex because you're going to probably wield something
need
like plate
dex.
armor.
You
put
can
him
wander
in
around in full
plate.
plate with a fucking kite shield, stomping
Yeah.
around, singing like, "Come
No.
get some retribution, evildoers!" You know,
It'd be 2 axes, if anything.
Oh!
Oh, dual wielder.
Or really
Well,
good
I wanna-
axe.
Dual wielder
could
for
do
paladins pain in the ass. You need too many feats.
Yeah,
Let me
go,
ask you a question.
go really
It's
big
do-
axe.
it's doable. It's
It's
like
doable.
at level. As a human, you'd have at level 12, you'd have 5-6 feats, I think.
Being human.
I really like this quote. This is one of my favourites I found the other day. Intelligence is knowing that tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is
Yeah.
knowing not
Yeah,
putting it in a
not
fruit salad.
Yeah.
What's wrong with
4,
tomato and
sorry.
fruit salad? Who said it's right? It's, you put it with the cucumber, the tomato, they're both fruit.
Oh, that's true.
So what does a paladin get from his wisdom?
So
So you
what-
get, you
Do
get
they get any bonuses to your?
and you know what?
To your...
Bananas aren't fruit.
Spells.
Fruit salad,
Nick.
that's what he gets.
the
So technically, a Greek salad's actually a fruit salad.
It's got lettuce in it.
That's true.
That doesn't matter. You can have lettuce in a fruit salad. Over half your fruits are fruit. Over half the things in there are fruit.
Hey Steve, what were the stats you rolled?
Okay, so it was.
Technically, my oh no,
I'll drop it in the Facebook chat. Hang on.
Alright, I'm just gonna write them down so I've got them. Yeah.
Let's just have a look.
I reckon the charisma would be a mid-range state. You don't need that high.
Charisma.
Yeah.
I reckon you need
It was
that
all-
fairly high, don't you,
it was all-
Pally?
It always
much-
it was actually one of their
Modified.
prime stats in the past.
It gives them extra
Turn
stuff
undead.
with the lay on hands, with the turn undead,
Yeah.
and also they get some bonuses based on their charisma.
The wisdom
Yeah,
doesn't
most
most
of their-
14.
I said it's a mid. You want it about 14, maybe 16 if you've got the extra points. Your wisdom, you want about the same area between 14 to 16.
Wisdom only needs to be 14, really, because they can only get level 4 spells.
Charisma
True.
fuels most of the paladin's abilities, though. So all the saves that anyone makes against the paladin stuff are all based on his charisma stat. So getting the +5 to that is kind of cool.
Okay, so what we're
No,
saying
you
is the 12 you'd put to intelligence.
Yeah.
12 to intelligence.
Yeah.
One of the 13's to dex.
no. What's the point?
You got to put it somewhere. It's like
next
you're not going to put it.
What was the lowest
Remember,
stat?
you can
12
go
and 13.
You can go 1-to-1 conversion from what
'Cause,
Steve
yeah,
said.
No, but don't forget you get +3, so there's no point putting a 13 because you can stick one of your ones on that, make it a 14.
No. But you'd want to put, honestly, you want to put 17 into charisma and go 18, 19, 20 charisma to have
Yeah,
+5
yes.
saves.
Steve, can you don't want charisma
Yep.
that high? No. Did you still?
that's
Is it okay
pointless.
for him to do a 1-to-1
Okay.
conversion? So, like, take the 13 down to a
Yeah.
12 and use that one somewhere else.
Can do.
Yep.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's
yeah.
modified
Move-
stats.
move
I
around.
think. Add the entire lot together and distribute the points as you
So,
need.
just as an example, Smite Evil. Once per day, a paladin may attempt to smite evil with one normal melee attack. They add their charisma bonus to their attack rolls and deal 1 extra damage per paladin level. So,
Yep.
at a 20 charisma, that's a +5 to hit.
As
Kind of
opposed,
doing-
to high strength, which
At
would
a
also
20
be a
strength would be a
+X to hit.
+5 to
Yeah.
hit.
Permanently.
It's handy, but it's not crucial.
No.
The main
At
advantage
second
they
level,
get,
a paladin gains a bonus equal to her charisma bonus on all saving throws. So +5 to all saves.
Doesn't need
So that helps,
+5.
but
A
yeah.
+3, a 16 is as high as you need to go.
16 hours, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just
I'll
saying.
put it in,
it's
I'll
like-
put it
There
in
you go.
put it in context for you. I have 16 strength. Not anymore, but I had 16 strength.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
they can heal hit points equal to their damage paladin level times her charisma bonus.
Which is all modifiable by items.
Yes.
Okay.
Just give them a charisma cloak or something.
Oh, okay. So fine. All right. I'm trying not to use items to bump that stat up. I'm just picking that. You can also get braces of strength to bunch
they
the
will.
strength, to bunch the strength
but
up.
that's
You're
right.
be-
It
You're
will be.
better off going either high strength or high constitution. Constitution, survivability, strength, universal damage.
True.
Pretty simple.
I mean, it is charisma based.
Situational.
So,
Charisma, situational. Both the other ones are permanent bonuses.
Okay.
That's where the difference is.
So using Steve's numbers directly.
Yep.
I'd go 17, 13, 16, 12, 13, 16.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
That's
And then
using
if you
Steve's
wanna-
numbers directly, not changing anything.
You could take the dex down by 2 because you don't need 12 dex if you're running a full plate, and put the strength up by 1 more and something else up by 1 more. The 13 take 2 of 12. You got somewhere else to put another point. So you got points to spend in
That's
other
what
places.
I wasn't that concerned about moving stuff around. I was just going to take the numbers, makes it easy,
Yeah.
done.
oh, you might as well.
That's-
But yeah, if you want to take
So,
dex down by 1, make strength
yeah.
18, you get an 18.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've got 17, you might as well drop it down to a 16. It's still +3, or you bump it up to 18, you get a +4.
Yeah. I'd take drop 1 off the dex, then put it down to 12, put the strength up to 18.
Oh,
12. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, I'd take the 17 down to a 16. That gives you a point.
So we'll go the other way. We'll take
Go the other way.
We'll go
taking
yeah.
the 12 down and putting the
Yeah.
17 up.
Take,
the 13 down.
take the 2 13s down to 12. That gives you 2 points plus your other 3. So then you've got 5 to add on.
I think you're going to need a 13 wisdom, only because if you get to 12th level, you get 3rd level spells, but you only get 3rd level spells if your wisdom stat is +3.
Yeah, well,
Because your spells are based on your wisdom stat. You only ever get to 14 wisdom as max spells of +4. So I don't know whether you want to try and something that way, but
All right. Got it. Chuck him in that shared screen, and we'll see what it looks like. So what are we putting in the strength? We're going to do
18 apparently.
17.
18, 17.
Put 17 in. Then we'll jiggle them around. And then what? The next one, Michael.
13.
Dex.
13. And then 16 in Constitution.
Yep.
Intelligence was going to be 12.
Yep.
Wisdom 13, charisma 16.
Double my charisma.
All right, so
May as well add the +3
Mine too.
now. Just work it out all
add,
together.
add, yeah,
No,
you
because
know,
this thing you've got to do it level by level.
Or else it
So otherwise it'll give you bonuses each time you level
Yeah.
past 4,
Yeah,
8, and 12.
all right. Do you want to adjust any of those to start off with?
As I said,
You're going to
we'll-
you take the dex down to 12. That gives you a point.
Any of the feats that you're likely to take require higher dex? Just asking, not suggesting.
I'd say put up.
Put the
strength
wait.
up.
Do you reckon put the strength, put the dex up?
No, I'm just saying, are there any that required
Okay.
dex 13? Otherwise you take it. No, okay, then
Dodge.
take it down.
Dodge if he wants dodge, but
Nah.
probably doesn't need it.
I'd leave
No.
it at 12 just so you get the +1 on your initiative rolls.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
fair.
right.
Yeah, 12, 13, no difference for that. Absolutely.
And
Well,
I'll put
if you
strength
throw
up by
that
1.
Strength, strength to 18, 100%.
Put that on the strength. You must. Yeah, that gives you 18 then. So that's so that's 1 to 1.
One of the points I'd
Yeah,
probably,
just-
when his leveling points, I'd probably put in charisma, just to take it to a 14. Then it's 2 points to spend somewhere else.
Yeah.
In charisma's already 16.
Wait.
Oh,
What's your
wisdom.
con? What's your con?
Wisdom, sorry.
In wisdom, later on when we do a level up, you'll get
Yeah,
What's
when
your
you do
con?
the levels. Yeah.
I'd say
16.
16.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I think that's
That-
pretty
that's,
good.
that's a good round
Yeah.
paladin.
That sounds good.
Absolutely. All right.
So
Have we,
charisma
have we got to do this?
17?
16, yeah, leave it as that. So we'll leave the stats as that.
Because when you level it, will make you put the stats up.
Yeah, okay.
So we've got to go through level by level, do we?
Unfortunately,
No,
yes.
no, you don't. You can actually hit the plus 11 levels, and it'll go one by one.
Oh, okay. And then it'll tell you what you need to do to finish the 11 levels.
But
is
I
it-
would
are there any?
save it before you actually hit that, just to be on the safe side.
Yes.
What was that?
Save it now.
Save it.
Save it first before you do all the levels, unless you've already done it.
That's it. That sounded like the voice of experience.
That's never happened to me before.
It's the first time it's ever happened to me. I swear.
So you hit yes now?
Now, once you've saved it, you hit the plus symbol on the plus 11, and it should go through.
I'm just checking to make sure we don't want to worry about prestige classes at this stage.
Alright.
Still doing things, or is it?
I'll let you guys.
Ask me to select.
I'll let you guys run through this. I'm just going to jump over and do a few things.
Oh, you might have to round out the first level before it'll allow you to level up 11 more times. So you might have to pick your first level feats, your first level,
Well, that is
whatever the
3,
bullshit
so
is.
why is that
Are you also in roll 20?
I do have a roll 20.
Um,
Oh, have I given you the link to get in there?
No.
All right.
I was gonna say I can go back to the beginning, but
And I'll put it in the Facebook chat. The link you'll need to get into the roll 21.
I was going to say we'll get you to roll a dice just to work out what your first. Oh no, first level hit points are going to be max, aren't they?
Yep.
So Paladin is a D10 class, so you'll get 13 hit points at first level.
Yep.
So
Yep, that's correct.
Steve, I take it you haven't had a chance to look at all the stuff we put into the chat on what we want to buy.
No, not yet.
So
Yeah, I'm glad you're sitting down.
Look, there's some sticks, some rocks, tinder.
Yeah.
I still reckon the bard needs a wonder.
oh, we get bonus languages. Damn.
He will because he's int up +1, so he'll have 1. Or did you get that as a
Yeah.
human?
Yeah.
So that just stopped at the 3 levels, didn't it?
Yeah, it did stop
Yeah.
at 3 levels.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that before.
Stopped at 3 levels. Did it actually do 3 levels worth?
Yeah.
It's got 1, 2, 3, and then it stopped.
Yeah. I'd almost load and then just redo it one at a time for a start, just to.
Yeah, that's why I said save, just in case. 'Cause the programs.
No, do we-
Actually, more things are happening.
There you go. It was taking its time.
No, I was cancelling it, so
Oh,
other
okay.
things that had popped up on the screen, was there? For stat
yeah.
increases.
So
and
I'll
stuff on the
just
pivot?
Okay.
Was that your name you've typed in there, or is that just the random thing it gave you?
that's mine.
Okay, cool.
Okay, here you go. Back to
Yep.
the
So
beginning.
choose your class. Is Paladin again?
I was about to say, do the stuff down the left first, and the things to be done. Add the bonus language because it says to do that before choosing a class.
I only get 1.
Yep. It's not going to make a huge difference. We have someone to talk to
It will.
that can.
So what have you had more likely interactions with? Dwarves, elves, giants, ogres?
Humans.
Now you get that for free.
Oh, well, to put it in context, I had dwarves for mine.
Thieves can't. You really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, get dwarves. Then you, myself, and Michael
Rogue.
can have conversations and ignore them all.
Ooh,
Pretend I can't speak Dwarven.
Yes.
He's got a bloody helmet on.
The most important thing is Justin can't speak.
It probably makes his skin crawl every time he hears Dwarven, to be honest, being the elf.
I'll just tell you.
Yeah,
Why?
because I had to pick some languages, so I put it into the background. That was one of the options.
Okay.
So now it says select a class and add level. So yeah, maybe add 1 level, not 11 this time. We'll just see what it does.
I've got like 6 languages I legitimately speak, plus a bunch of extras from the helmet.
Alright, let's brought this up. A free set of clothing.
Yeah, just choose whatever. I like how we can't see what's popped up in front of it, by the way.
Mm.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
No, we're
Probably
only
what was
getting the...
popping up before.
Hang
After you
on.
close it.
It's weird that it just decides it's going to show the absolute screen that you've got, not anything to do with that screen. The stream has ended.
Actually,
No, he's
why don't I
fine.
just do... it's not going to let me do it. It will. Here we go. There you go. That might be better.
That works.
I was showing the app instead of
The whole screen.
screen.
Okay. Now we can see it, yeah.
So, what would I want? No.
Normally just go explorers or travelers.
You could be a
It's
scholar.
sort of irrelevant. This is just that you're wearing some sort of clothing.
Yeah.
Since you'll have full plate by the end of today, we
It won't matter too much. So go the cheapest.
It
What-
doesn't
what-
actually
what-
calculate
what-
anything.
What? He's going to have what at the end of the day?
What? Oh, didn't you hear?
Plus 5 full plate with a tower shield.
Vorpal weapon.
No, Holy Avenger.
Okay. A dragon mount, because you get to mount at level 10.
A special mount, yep,
Roll
yep.
10, yep, that's good for first level. We
That's
got
it.
max.
Yep, so just hit close.
Skill points.
The only one that's getting specially mounted is me.
Can't wait.
It sounds like he's reading our list of wants.
No, I haven't gone over there yet. I'm too scared.
I haven't added anything to it yet, Steve.
Oh, God.
I couldn't come up with anything, honestly. The only thing I want's worth about 80,000 GP, so I can't really have it.
No, we worked out you. Oh no, it was 50 each, wasn't it? About.
Yeah, 50.
each. Yeah.
What did you want out of curiosity?
Yeah.
Ring
what's 80?
a thing of natural armor. Because it's the only thing that I can wear. There's no magical leather armors that I can wear that are any good, that are listed in magical items.
You can just add bonuses to your existing armor. You know that, right?
You can make it yourself, yeah.
Sort of, except for the fact that I don't have the crafting skills.
No,
No,
you
no,
get
I
it-
mean,
get it
you-
after
you-
that.
You get
Yeah.
someone to add to your existing armor.
You don't have to
But
make
really,
it.
I don't want anything funky. I just want freaking armor bonus.
Yeah, that's a thing. What have you got at the moment?
Plus
2?
1.
Oh, make it plus 5.
Yeah.
Then get another thing or something. Yeah, there's lots of ways of doing it. You don't use a shield, do you?
Oh, I've got loots in my hand and wands and things.
Go to the
Plus, I
skill
can't
points
carry
section.
shit.
Axe.
Sorry?
Over the left there, go where it says skill points remain to be spent. Click on that.
It'll take you to skill point section.
So these are the skills you have thing. You'll see
And
some
where
of
it
them
says
got
class, if it says yes, it's 1 for 1. If it says no, it's 2 for 1.
Yeah, so you got that skill cost in the right hand column where you got 2 or 1.
Yeah.
And you've got 16 to put out.
Oh, there we go.
Things like, I suppose, diplomacy.
Heal can be good. Sometimes
Yeah.
diplomacy,
I'd chuck
ride.
with diplomacy. I'd almost chuck 4 in it. Heal definitely. Throw a couple in there.
It'd be nice if someone in this group used diplomacy. That'd be awesome.
We use diplomacy. It just happens to be at the end of a sword or a mace.
Hey, to be fair, I'm very diplomatic. Remember that alchemist I went up to and just punched him in the face? That was diplomacy.
I walked up and I chatted to the giant, slightly mentally retarded gnome
That is
on the
true.
bridge.
Yeah, that's true. That was diplomacy.
Yeah.
Or when we negotiated with that guy by throwing him in the not the guy on the bridge, throwing him in the bag of holding. That's
You're
negotiation.
male or female paladin?
Male.
Look at you
Oh,
girls.
Just put some.
I don't want to be a female around you boys.
Are there any females in the party? There aren't, are there?
No.
Although Ben's character is a bit.
Not
suspect.
anymore. The GM, no, not anymore. The GM killed her.
There was one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She got
Eaten by a vampire.
turned
Vampire
into a
lizard.
sultana.
We're
She went
forced
all,
to cut her head off.
She went-
And
she went all
Salted
shrivelly,
body.
but she got turned into a sultana. All her blood was sucked out.
None of those paladins are carrying an axe, Steve. They're no good.
They're fine.
I can find
There's
an
one
axe.
that's not carrying anything.
Ooh.
Wait, no, that.
Oh God!
An axe paladin, huh?
Go.
Yeah.
Work.
Here you go. Here's an axe paladin.
Oh,
I mean, oh wait, that's more of a bard.
Wow.
Yeah, no, he's definitely got an axe. Yep.
Oh shit.
What do you got? 5 points remaining.
Right, that's what I want. I'm going to put it in chat.
Oh, actually, I know. Make a good one.
Oh, these are pretty good actually.
A necklace of charisma.
Yeah, instead of a cloak of charisma, because I don't want to replace my cloak, and it's the only reason why I didn't fight for the cloak in the first place, because it's like, need charisma boosts, because it's my best stat.
I mean,
The cloak
Such
is
a
everything
thing.
to me.
I wouldn't see why not, unless Steve has issues with it.
Charge me more for it, happily.
I mean,
I think
Justin has something that was natural armor that was something instead of something else, wasn't it? Or you swapped
Yeah.
the slot for it.
I can't remember.
Yeah,
Just looking up, because apparently there's different levels of the cloak of charisma, so hang on.
yeah. There's a
Plus
2, a
six.
4, and a 6.
So sadly, I think we had a cape of +3 too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feats. See, you'll start off with armor proficiency heavy automatically, so don't worry about those armor proficiencies. Or you start with all 3.
Oh God! What's this? Yeah, very good.
No one asked him about that? Sorry, I'm going to deal this pun until I die.
Oh, that's a good one. When I think religious zealot with an axe, this is what I think.
Oh, no.
I was going to say, Nick and Mitch, is there any feats that he should be having a look for here that would be really good ones?
Oh,
Power attack.
Yeah. Look, I would be lying if I said power attack isn't the best feat ever created.
Especially with a
I
two-hand-
was about to say
two-handed
that.
axe.
Is a,
Huh?
With a two-handed axe, yeah.
Oh hell yes! If you use it with a double-handed weapon, it's twice as good.
Yes, it is. It's huge.
But it still
cannot,
works well
cannot
either way.
recommend highly enough.
Yeah, it's the main way that I do damage, and if you want to do that, you should definitely get power attack.
Ben?
It's a good weapon. A
Ben,
good feat.
get a pink and green ion stone.
Ion stones.
Justin, that looks like the guy out of Life of Brian, the hermit with an axe.
Yeah. Well, he's a little bit too muscular, but yeah.
Oh, wow, they're a bit expensive.
Ion
That's
stone.
because they don't take up a slot.
8,000.
Let me just scroll here.
+2 to a charisma bonus. +2 enchantment enhancement bonus to charisma. 8,000 GP. And it just circles around your head. Doesn't do anything else.
So here we go. Pink is Constitution.
Pink and green.
Green, pink and green. Enhancement to Charisma. Wow.
So it doesn't take up a slot, and it just floats around your head.
Probably makes it hard to hide.
Yeah, what do you have to hide it for?
We're hiding in the bushes trying to sneak up on something and 3 feet above my head, which I suppose is probably only chest height for Justin. Stones just spinning around in the air, and they're like, why is there a stone? Why are there this stone floating around above that bush? GM goes, fireball on said bush.
Look, to be honest,
Something like that.
Usually he's already heard the dwarf at that point, so it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing is you can actually grab the stone at any time and just put it in your pocket where you don't want it to be used. So it's just whenever you want the bonus, you just release it from your pocket and it just goes.
Why are we not using these things?
Because we've never had one before to use them. Iron stones are fantastic.
Yes, clearly they are.
It's an enhancement bonus, but I still want.
Yeah, it doesn't stack with any of your other enhancement bonuses, but if you need one and you haven't got one already, you may as well.
The other thing, Mitch, you can get a Dusty Rose one, which is +1 insight bonus to AC.
Nah, I'm gonna go the enhancement bonus, but I really like that item.
Is there anything else I should be looking for?
Actually, I want a Pale Lavender one. Absorb spells at 4th level or lower.
Yeah, but it turns out.
What's another one you should have? Blind Fight or Improved Initiative?
Both of those are good choices.
Both of them are good choices. Probably Improved Initiative, the main one, because with his +1 dex, will give him +5 to his initiative roll.
Yep. So it means you'll go earlier in combats.
That's right. Unless he rolls like you.
Look, to be honest, I rolled fairly decently, or very mid-range. It's just that I've got no bonuses whatsoever to go with that.
That's right.
And the funny thing is he keeps beating me and I've got a +9 bonus to my initiative.
If you are getting a horse, mounted combat at later levels is pretty good.
He gets it for free, I think, if he's a paladin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
and
pretty
he
sure
gets
he
a
does.
special horse.
Yeah, super horse.
Alright.
Which
Am
is
I,
actually really good to have.
Save that
Ready
one.
to go for another level?
Yeah, save it at that point, just in case.
Ugh.
Risk adverse, we'll just save after as well. Rolled an 8, yep. Looks good, that's over half.
Yep.
You only get 4 this time. It's usually
Remember, if it's lower than a certain number, he gets a reroll.
Yeah, that's why I said it was over half. So usually, for the second round skill points and that, you try and either get another one up or buff some of your other original ones up higher, because they can go up to 8 now, I think, or 8 and 4.
I'm just trying to find a feat here in D&D Tools. If you're not doing a lot of turn undeads, you might want to look at Divine Vigor.
Okay.
As a standard action, spend one of your turn or rebuke undead attempts to increase your base speed by 10 feet and gain +2 temporary hit points per character level. They last for a number of minutes equal to your charisma modifier. So you do it before combat, and I think it... You certainly get them back on a rest. I can't remember if I don't think 3.5e does short rests, so I assume you just get your turns back at the end of the day. But if you're not using a lot of turn undeads, it can use that ability to basically give you a little speed boost, which is not that important, but can be nice. But the extra 24 hit points just on top to get soaked away before you actually start taking real hurt can be nice.
Use rope. I think we fail it every time we try to use rope. No, I fail it every time we try to use rope. That's it.
And the other one, what's the other one here? Suggested.
Oh, what's that one?
Improved critical is always a good one too.
Oh yes, I forgot that. Yeah.
I mean, there's also weapon focus and then greater weapon focus and specialization and greater specialization, but it takes a lot of slots to.
But
also
possibly worth it though.
Those ones after weapon focus is anyone can get.
Yeah.
Greater weapon focus, weapon specialization, greater weapon specialization are all fighter feats.
Okay.
The only reason I can get them is because I'm one of those warblades which get access to them at a lower
Oh, yeah,
rate.
cool. Yeah, forgot that. Improved critical is.
That's access though. That's a good one.
If you're going to use something like a battle axe, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, they're at times 3, aren't they?
Mm.
Yes, very nice. Death is good.
Why do I think that looks like what Druss the Axe would look like if he got old? Well, no, he was old, so...
Who?
Druss the Axe.
Right.
David Gemmell. From the David Gemmell series. Basically...
I reckon it looks like Cohen the Barbarian from Discworld, a little bit younger, though.
Yeah. Well, that's basically... Kind of Druss the Axe is just this old man who's like a warrior that's lived... an entire full human life, and has fought pretty much all of his life. And even at like the age of 60, he goes out in a battle, and it's like,
Yeah, it's funny. Looking at that little pouch he's wearing, neither his axe nor his sword are particularly impressive.
yeah. Well, they might not be impressive right now, but wait till he wields them when he needs to.
Since your HP's under 10, we'll just re-roll. Actually, where's roll 20? If I open roll 20, let's do a re-roll of that one so we get a better number. Because the idea is that Steve's made an agreement with us that if we roll under half our HP, he lets us re-roll it.
Yeah, you need at least half. Especially when you get the higher levels, it takes so long to get up a level. You only get 1 extra hit point. It's a real.
What dice do you want me to?
D10.
10.
Paladin's a 10. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. First roll of the night.
Ooh.
Oh, 9! Yeah, that's good.
Oh, what am I looking at? Oh, there it is. 9.
There we are.
Can't actually see the dice, but it must be underneath some of my things.
My whole screen was still loading, so yeah, it had popped up for me. Yep, so that's what you got to do there. Gives you my hit points. So you got skill point and another feat. If you get low levels, you get feats so quickly.
Either spot or search. Are they either of them class skills for you? No, never mind.
The problem is that we've got the ranger and a rogue that can spot or search.
I almost wouldn't put them into search because it's such a costly thing.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he hasn't yet. So
2 for 1.
One other thing, the knowledge. What have you got under knowledge for your skills? What's your class ones there? Nobility and royalty and religion. The nobility and royalty might come in handy.
Mitch,
Yeah.
can you check the it's not Divine Book, it's a Champions book, and look up a awesome smite, whether that would work with him?
Ooh, yeah.
I would scroll down and I wouldn't take too much in survival, to be honest. Because it costs 2 for 1 to put up, so you've just freed up a couple of points. Even more.
The rest of them are all 2-point things. But yeah. Knowledge is a useful one to have because we use that to learn stuff a lot of the time. And the more you've got, then yeah, it comes in handy. They are some weird professions.
What is it? Profession hunter, profession what?
miner, siege engineer, and bookkeeper.
Bookkeeper. Ow. He really is Conan the Librarian.
To be honest, I'm pretty sure profession bookkeeper is Nick.
Maybe we need someone to double check his work.
Well, we really had 75,000 each to spend.
Hey, what 75,000? I'm not starting a thieves guild in
No. The new guy goes, no, it's only 50. We've got 75,000.
So, Mitch, did you get a chance to read that one yet?
Yeah, I'm just opening it up.
Ah, cool.
So was that improved?
Wow, Brisbane just got absolutely
Page 55.
hammered.
54, you said?
55, page 55.
55.
Hammered.
So what did we say?
What's that
Improved
stupid
critical.
football thing started up again, has it?
The best football in the world.
It's the ladies' football, I think.
So it is the best football. It's much better
Are
to
they
watch.
naked?
Yeah. None of this lingerie league.
Yeah, it's not there. It's not that.
I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to get myself in a world of trouble.
No,
I prefer
don't think
women's
you will.
topless
I've
women's
watched
soccer.
the
Much better.
lingerie football, and damn it, I couldn't last more than 5 minutes.
It was 30 seconds.
Oh, so you can't take improved critical. It's rare.
What does he need for it? Higher stuff.
I assume Dex.
No, it's base attack bonus.
So
It'll
yeah,
come at a
later
high
on.
level.
Yeah, one of you ought to get
So
later.
usually you'd get it at like level 9 or something.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't get it till level 10. I think it
Yeah,
was, or
'cause
level,
you're,
whatever it was.
So what were the
Yeah,
other ones you said?
'cause
Blind fire, and what was the other ones you said that were good? Anything?
Does he have power attack yet?
Yes.
Cool.
He's got,
Oh,
Improved-
so
improved
regarding
victory?
that one,
yeah, he's got that.
regarding the one you mentioned, Nick.
Yep.
So ignoring damage reduction sounds pretty damn handy.
We could do it into 3. Overwhelming smite, a free trip attack, plus doing damage with his axe.
Yep.
And then seeking smite, you ignore any missed chances your foe might have. So if it's invisible or a incorporeal, he gets to hit it.
So where do we say the first skill point? Wisdom, wasn't it? To get it up to 14.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he can
Yeah.
take it, can't he? Because that smite ability, it just
Yeah,
means
yeah.
smite in general.
Yeah, he just have to have smite, which
Yep.
is smite evil is a smite.
So he could turn a smite evil into smite anything.
Oh.
All it really means is when you do
Yeah, that's
your,
what we
a
did.
smite,
Axe.
when you do your smite ability, it's better.
Well, it doesn't actually say it has to be smite evil. It's just you use
No,
one.
no,
of the smite attack.
it says you got to use a smite attack though, which means whatever your smite is. So in his case, it'd be smite evil, but
Oh, no,
nearly
sorry.
everything we
Yeah.
fight is evil anyway. So you know.
Yeah. So either way. So yeah, I thought that'd be a good one for him.
Yeah, it's actually really solid.
Yeah. Yeah, getting around a damage reduction.
Mm.
Cool.
What
That's
is
what
his
Daniel's fun.
is charisma like 16 or something?
So we're creating a new paladin for a new party member joining. But the big thing is the rest of us are already level 12. So he's going to come into the campaign at level 12 as well, just so he's not completely underpowered compared to what everyone else is. So we're just going through getting all of his levels done at once, so he's ready to go for our next session next week, hopefully. We were looking at some Dingo classes and things like that for him, but I think we're just going straight Paladin, as he's fairly new to D&D.
He needs
They-
dances.
They are banned.
Oh, come on. You can't ban us for something that happened 7 years ago. That's just wrong. Oh, by the way,
I'll give you
I
that
hope,
one, Ben. That was a good one.
I hope
I-
to
It
God
was
they
7
forget.
days ago.
Hope to God they forget about it.
10 years in game, all right?
Oh,
Like days of our
Steve,
lives.
Mitch brought me up on something. You know how I said it was a 25% mischance? It's actually a 20% mischance. I was looking at the
No, one of those things would
ROM
hit you.
edition. Yeah.
Oh, you are so paying for that.
The SRD shows 25%, but that's because it's a Pathfinder one, not
Yeah,
a
it's
D&D
because
one.
there's a bit of a cross contamination across the two books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll make up for that. That's fine.
So I thought I'd just let you know about that one.
Actually, so what did you roll? I reckon one of those or possibly both of those should have hit.
Would have.
One was a 25. I think one was actually 21. So yes, both of them.
So they
probably
both would have hit.
Yeah.
Well, they were both over 20.
Dude, all I did was walk into the other
one-
room and put a holy water on the undead. I actually didn't fight in that
Yeah.
fight at all.
I reckon
yeah,
one
but-
one was 27. I reckon one was about 18 or something.
All
like
right,
that.
all right, all right. Let's rewind.
No, it wasn't
Let's
27.
rewind.
That would have hit.
20. One was a 25. Was exactly what I said was the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Well, you just would have lost a level or two.
Probably, yeah. At least
Just
one
would have had to. We just would have had to have boosted you up another couple of levels.
Oh, speaking of that, I found
No,
a ring
it's
for
more than moral
everyone.
victory for Steve to actually hit someone.
Yeah.
I found a ring for everyone.
Really?
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Was it the one I told you about, or the Ring of Avoidance?
Siege.
Nah,
Hang
that's
on.
pretty good though.
Wrong chat.
Steve doesn't even know what I'm talking about and said just no.
No.
Steve, read up the Ring of Avoidance. I want one of them.
If you're excited about it, the answer is no.
Google.
I'm terribly morbid about it. I'm not excited at all. This is just my nervous laugh.
Of avoidance 3.5. Here we go. Oh, God.
It's only a once a day ability,
It's no good. You don't want it.
or maybe three. Is it once a day or 3 times a day? I've forgotten now.
Yeah, I don't know, but look up the ring of negative protection. And
Right.
You can have a shark as your special mount.
I mean, that is pretty funny, actually.
I'd take a horse. Honestly,
I think a shark will be alright. Do a lot of stuff at sea, don't we?
Hang on,
No.
the bard can cast levitate, can't he? We can have a levitating shark mount.
Levitate a bunch of water as well, so it can flow through the water.
No, we get an earring of water of air breathing for the shark, and we put it on him, and then he can breathe air.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about too much of that one on Axe.
Just for the record, I'm not going to be anywhere near you when you bring your mount out.
So is all that good?
Yeah,
for the
sure.
mount?
Because the rest of the characters, he'd probably take a leg off or something, and they could heal it back. If he bit me, I'd be swallowed.
Okay, so unnamed is your horse. So I wouldn't worry about too much of the horse. It'll do its thing. Just
I can't find it.
give it a cool name.
You remember that wolf?
Justin's wolf that we never see.
That one, yeah.
He's in a bag of holding. Dead.
Oh, I thought we left it behind at the year.
We did. We did.
We really need to. Well, Justin probably needs to go through and actually make it into a proper.
He did.
Would it have
did.
full hit points and everything?
Yeah,
The-
he had an IG for it.
What I didn't do was, basically the charming was too easy. It takes a lot longer, a lot more involved to actually get it as a companion, but that's fine.
Well,
Yeah.
Do I need to do anything?
Well, we
with
left
the
it behind
horse?
anyway,
no,
you know.
it should be fine. Just go back to your other one and keep doing your other one for now.
You
Now
get your
you
horse
say.
to run
Now
in
it's
and
gonna-
kick people while we're busy. Strap a lance to the horse on the side, and the horse can just run around impaling people.
Woo, what are we at? Level 5. Yeah. 10 hit points. Yeah.
As it comes along.
What are we, level 6 now?
Slowly getting there. Yep.
Doing pretty well.
Oh, what's that one?
Oh, God.
Oh. Okay, I can only get up to level 4. What a bugger.
let's see. Ooh, Cleave might be good.
Oh, wow. No wonder that's worth a couple of 100,000 GP.
Cleave is very nice.
Cleave.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where you just stand there in a circle and you hit the first thing around you, it dies. You take a little pirouette ballet step and you hit the next thing around you, it dies. You take another little pirouette step and before you know it, you've just killed like 30 goblins. You finally roll a 1 and don't actually hit one, but it's like until then, they all get mashed.
So Divine Might is nice, yeah.
Yeah, divine. It burns through you. It burns through them, so you really can't do Divine Might and Divine Vigor. You kind of got to take one or the other.
Mm-hmm. So, is there anything in here that I should be any red ones that I should really be going for? Like,
you've got Cleave and Great Cleave. The improved crit whenever you can get that one. I don't know other than that.
hang on. Why don't I have any other feats? Oh, there we go. Here's my dex bonus.
Okay. What are you laughing at?
Too late to be a barbarian.
Oh? You could actually take levels of barbarian as well as levels of paladin. I don't know if I'd advise it, but
you could do it. Someone's going to be very, very close to me in hit points by the end of this.
Good.
Well, he's at 80 at level 7.
Nice.
Yes, that has always been your defining characteristic, hasn't it? Lots of hit points.
Pretty much. It's all I do.
he can take it so much better than the rest of us.
And you can take it the least of all.
You just bend over more.
That is a lie.
He's a gnome. It'd be like a shish kebab.
I think you fit in very well here.
It's shaping up pretty well.
I've just got another big normie to hide behind.
Actually, I found your picture.
Oh
God.
Rushes to Facebook. Oh wow.
No, this one.
Oh, I was liking the purple tracky pants, rig top, id, little axe, long handle, little blade. Oh,
that was when I was suggesting with the barbarian.
Oh, with the barbarian, yeah. I would like to rage. Oh, I found a metal streamer on Twitch, Justin, who plays some really good stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was tuning in the other night and he was just playing random metal stuff I hadn't heard. Then he, out of nowhere, he put on Fear Factory. I was like, nice. One I recognise
on Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is a streaming channel. There's a lot of DJs now going on to Twitch because they can't nightclub.
Right.
They can't DJ sets in nightclubs. They're just doing their DJ sets online, and this guy's a metal streamer, and it's all vinyl. He's pretty much putting on all vinyl stuff that he has.
Surprised he hasn't been taken down by DMCAs.
No. You can DMCA play it, but the recordings afterwards
Are all silent.
are all silent usually, so they don't bother much with the
Which was interesting the other day for one of the big gaming things, BlizzCon. So the ones that make World of Warcraft and that. They had Metallica on who played their stuff. So now in the recording of it, you've got Metallica on there playing their instruments with some classical music playing over the top of it. So even though it was Metallica playing it live, they got DMCA'd for it and it taken down. So
well, Metallica are probably responsible for more of the
yes, it's their own fault.
the music industry.
All right,
so
I'll never search that term again.
what term did you search?
I was looking for like a big hairy dude with an axe. It was a big gay man with an axe.
No. Well,
it wasn't what I expected.
It must have been bad if Justin's shocked.
Well, I didn't see many axes. Put it that way.
All right. What's my next ability?
What should the next skill point go in? Strength or const?
Do con first.
Well, neither of them are going to get him any bonus. They're going to both have to go up by 2 anyway.
I don't think you're going to need the hit points, to be honest. You
Always
plus
think
one to
you
hit,
get
plus one to
points.
no, plus one to hit, plus one to damage is better. I still think your charisma is going to be more useful than you think, but it just depends how you play. If you're going to be in combat all the time and you're not going to be doing a lot of your other abilities, then you're probably going to need more.
It's
Strength.
still 16, so it's still pretty good anyway.
Yeah, no, it's true, but it's
And we've got a cape around of +3 that I don't think anyone's wearing anyway.
I'd just be getting to 20 strength before I blinked.
So 20?
Yeah, go an extra
You can
1
have it.
strength, put it up to 19.
Yeah.
And you can have a necklace of strangulation. Would that be all right?
Oh, was it formerly owned by Michael Hutchinson?
I think it was actually. Yeah, it's a leather belt.
I'm just going to hang around for a couple of days.
Before him, it was David Carradine.
Parody. Grasshopper. Oh, God. Yes, Donkey Dick. What else did he call? Oh,
You're talking about the fast
forward
forward
skits.
version.
Yeah.
All sorts of things.
Just remember Donkey Dick being one of them. Oh, man. They were horribly PC. Non-PC, but very funny.
Okay.
Those Iron Stones are good.
Yeah, no. Just no.
What are you just knowing?
Anything that has the word ion in front of it, it's just.
They're
not
great,
nice.
though.
It's not. It's worse.
I-
Far worse.
Where'd you send this?
Huh?
Where'd you send this?
I didn't say anything. I just read it out of a book and started laughing.
Oh,
What's that?
I don't know if I should tell you.
not going to get it past him if you don't.
So, Steve, anyway, since we're doing this, I've in the chat, Discord,
Yeah. Where am I going?
it's only a couple up.
Which one?
There's a quiver,
social
armor,
chat?
and a cloak. Yeah, social chat, sorry.
Anyway, oh, yeah, sorry. Got it. Yep.
Handful of messages up. So I figure while Chris is doing his character, we may as well try and get sign off on these items.
Yeah, well, you'll need to go over to Greyhawk and find someone that's.
I think that's where we were actually heading when we ended
That's
the
where we're
last
heading,
session.
Steve. Yep.
Yeah,
Because we need to
yeah,
check up
you-
on
you're
the house
still-
as well.
Anyway, I wanted to make sure you're happy with these. So the quiver. Now to avoid, so
In social chat, isn't it? Hang on.
Yep.
Yeah.
social
There
chat.
we are. Yeah.
So to avoid being too cheesy, what I was
Yep.
proposing was I'd have a fire. So Quiver of Plenty. So it the cost of it is how many magical effects it can replicate.
Yep.
So +3, which is 20 grand. But rather than being
Yep.
too cheesy, I mean, I could potentially say, all right, it's got all three on an arrow. But I was thinking I'd have a fire arrow, a cold arrow, and a sonic arrow.
Yep.
And then just, you can basically choose between them. So effectively, it would just do the additional damage. But to be honest, I'm more keen on the fact that it's unlimited because I hate bookkeeping with bloody arrows.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
The
I don't have a
armor,
problem with that one. You'd have to pick one. Yeah, just one of them. And that's
Yeah,
at
so
the time when you draw it. Yeah.
yeah, that's right. So any given time, I'd basically prior to combat, or
Yeah.
whatever, I'd
Yeah.
So I figure
no-
that combo would give me.
Yep.
Now, someone suggested I get burst arrows. Are you fine with that?
What do they do?
Mitch, what do the burst arrows do again?
Radius damage effects, I believe.
It's the same thing as a normal one. It's just that if you get a critical with it, it does an extra number of D10 damage, which changes based on your modifier. It'll be a multiplier, which is ×3. So it's 2 extra D10 damage of the type that he's doing with the arrow on a critical.
So
He said exasperated.
it's just a minor nonce. It's nothing to concern someone.
I'm glad you started this, so the thing that I suggest won't seem so unreasonable. It's good.
The celestial armor. I bloody thought I put it here, but the description.
Oh, that's an easy one. It's
That was in Facebook, I think. I remember reading that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facebook, yeah.
So it's chainmail +2. But it gives me
as light as well, which is important.
yeah. So chainmail +2, and it gives me up to 8 dex, which given I've got 7, so effectively it's like a +4 upgrade for me. But there's a slight. I mean, there's you can wear it under your normal clothes, so I'd probably wear it under the shadow cloak would be the plan.
Shadow Cloak shoulders, anyway.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a cloak, so yes. So the idea would be that, and so yeah, so that's, so it's chainmail, magic chainmail. Doesn't
They
kill
can-
us, yeah.
And I think you can fly for once.
Oh yeah, you fly once per day.
day.
Right.
Yeah, for a couple of minutes.
What's that with the celestial?
Yeah.
Celestial armor, yeah. It's one of the pre-built armors.
Hang on,
It's pretty
I'll find
good.
It's a genuine D&D one.
Yeah.
Ability point on strength again to make it 20.
Oof.
That's
Get you all the good bonuses.
Love this reroll.
Your rerolls have been amazing. 9, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Don't expect it through the campaign, alright, guys?
I'm sorry, this is a rod you've put on your own back.
So, Steve, in Greyhawk, am I able to identify what other abilities my rapier will have?
You may be able to, yes.
So that's what I want to do.
Just let me think about that fly ability. Yeah, no, that's okay.
All right, now let's find the most obnoxious ability and read.
Oh
that
wait,
out.
and the last one was the cloak,
Oh, that's a basic thing.
which it does have a +1 to AC, but I wouldn't get
Doesn't-
that.
it wouldn't-
it's
Wouldn't
the same
stack.
as my ring.
Yeah.
What it does, all it really does is it's well, A would be a cloak, so it would cover the mail, and also it basically gives me 3 times a day, 10 feet, instantaneous teleport.
Yeah.
And it's 5.5k.
No, that's fine.
So we're talking 40
If-
to. So we're talking 47,000
Yeah.
plus the cost of the 3 arrows that I have to get, which I believe. Look, burst seems a bit ridiculous, so I'd be happy with just the standard ones.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to let the burst.
It's too much damage for you. It does already too much damage. I'm not
I think I
really-
do exactly right. I'm in damage. If I don't crit, I don't do much.
All right, so
Yeah, here's the armor.
yeah, I found it on the 3.5e SRD. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot to
yeah.
send you.
yep, no, that's cool.
And in terms of how much money do we have each?
About 50
About
grand.
50.
Cool. Yeah, that's about right.
So when everyone buys all this, says what they're buying, just put it in chat and I'll calculate it off our money in from the Erie.
All right.
Okay, so I've just created a next session notes. So if you want to jump into that one. So Nick wants to ID the rapier. Abilities.
And plus, I've got a list of items I want. I want to know what you'll let me have out of them items.
Has that in the social?
Yep, I think it's the
Oh.
first one, the social of the
Up.
item list.
Exarch.
Yep.
Boots and skirt. Oh, Celeste.
What was that noise?
What's the dog?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that's the French bulldog's bark. Sounds like
Wow.
a child. Sounds like a child being murdered.
Yeah, I thought it was your son. I'm still
Hang
in.
on. Hang on a minute.
I was thinking you just told him he had to go to bed without supper, and he was like, "No!" Oh, what's that? Holy cow! You can get that put onto a weapon. Oh, that can't be right.
Can you get improved crit axe?
Yeah.
You can get a keen axe, but it doesn't stack with improved
No,
crit.
I was talking. with his-
Improved crit the feet works with
Yeah.
any weapon.
Yeah, no, I was just
Yeah.
saying,
Just-
could he get it using his name?
Can you just get me some cards, please?
So yeah, so a threat range of an axe is 20 or is it 19?
20.
20.
Oh, is it 1920?
What is it?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
No, can I?
I think it might be 20 times 3, I think.
Right. Let me put Nick's stuff over there as well.
And there was one other thing in that list which
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
20.
remember
Yep.
Yep, the Death Strike Bracer as well.
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
That's a limited use, but pretty cool.
Yeah. 3 rounds per day allows me to backstab things that can't normally be backstabbed.
Is that in the
That's
Yeah.
Mitch.
It's in the magic item compendium. I've actually got the page number somewhere as well.
Yeah, if you look at the Magic Item Compendium from the Trove, most of the stuff's in from that book. Actually, apart from the boots of speed
Yeah,
slash
I've got-
armor, everything else is in there.
Mm-hmm.
Come on there.
That's the one.
First one to read, though, Steve, is the Ring of Avoidance. It's on page 55.
Page 55.
Bottom left. Actually, middle left. No, just the left.
It's not on page 55.
Oh, sorry, 122. What am I going? 122.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's rapiers there. Ring of Avoidance. Three times a day for one turn.
So it's sort of like you got to choose when the best time to use it is, but it will allow him to
Yeah.
fight in situations where you normally can't.
If you can find someone that can sell it or make it, yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
That just means I can get into combat for one turn and survive the one turn to actually hit something, rather than
Yeah,
just dying before I get a chance to. That's the reason I don't go into combat very often.
yeah. No, I don't have a problem with that one. It's not OP, and it complements your skills.
Yep.
Yeah. So right.
Most of the other stuff there is just complementing my skills. Like the Cloak of Stone gives me hide and sneak. The Rogue's Vest gives me hide and sneak, plus an extra D6 worth of backstab damage. And the Death Strike Necklace gives me the ability to backstab things that can't be backstabbed for 3 times per day, or 3 rounds per day.
This is an interesting item. It attaches to your armor. So it's not actually a piece of armor. It attaches to your armor. And it comes in 3 levels. But what happens is whenever you're under half your full hit points, you get a bonus to your weapon damage.
Nice.
Different. Yeah, it's a cheap sort of tack-on thing that you add to your items. There's a couple of different ones that do different things. Crystals, augment crystals. They're from the Magic Item Compendium too.
So Michael wants Dwarven Plate +2. Horizon Goggles. Are they out of the
No, I was just trying to find them again.
compendium?
I think they're in the complete mage. I'm just checking.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I'll send it.
What do they do?
So they add 50% extra onto the increment for thrown weapons and any spell-like abilities.
Oh, yeah.
Spells and spell-like abilities.
Yeah,
so
cool.
it gives me 50% extra ranged increments. I'll just find it and yeah.
Yeah, no, that sounds fine. Something of fire resistance or spell resistance. Right, okay.
I was trying to figure that out. Probably boots or gloves, since I've got neither of them at the moment.
I've got a 2000 GP enhancement to a weapon that's pretty cool. As an idea.
Now, Ben, you wanted a necklace of charisma bonus, didn't you?
Yeah, something like that. Just not a cloak, because I don't want to give up my cloak of.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
I like that cloak so much.
Yep.
Especially if we're maybe one day going to fight Wolf or her minions.
We're going
Then
to
I
fight
can
Lolf, we're going to fight Ruffle as well.
I'm going to turn on you guys and ally with her, and then I'll be, webbed a lot of yous and can run over the top of it without any problems.
I just light it on fire. I don't care. It's fine.
Oh no, mine will be immune. Is anyone familiar with the sudden stunning enchantment that you can put on a weapon?
Mm-hmm.
2000 GP. It's a 1d4 plus 1 stun ability to the attack.
And they get a fortitude save to ignore it, don't they?
They do get a fort save, but it's just
it's
on top
only
of
like-
your normal.
It's only like 14 though. I don't
Yeah.
think it's very high.
See if I put it into Facebook what the Horizon Goggles were. They're from the complete.
There it is. Okay.
DC 10, no, DC 10 plus half the
Um,
character level, which would be 6, plus the charisma modifier, so it would be 16 plus 3 or 4. So
Yeah,
it'd be
no, I don't
somewhere
have problems
between
with
18 to 20
That's better
Stun-
than I saw.
DC to be
It's not
stunned
bad.
for 1d4 rounds.
What book's that from?
Means that a paladin with a positive charisma modifier or any fighter with a good bonus can stun.
Oh, it wouldn't work for me, but it'd work well for a paladin.
Is that from the SRD or is that from one of the books?
Genuinely don't know. Let me just look it up in.
because you've got to be careful because we've been finding inconsistencies between the SRD and the actual books themselves.
Yeah.
So Steve, the reason I wanted the Dwarven plate was it gives me damage
Yep.
reduction 3,
Ah, very cool.
and it's 3 slash, so nothing actually overcomes it.
Okay, so in that case, no.
So it just gives me that little bit of extra tanking ability there as well.
Oh yeah, because that's you really need that.
Yeah.
Can't tell where it comes from, to be honest.
I don't have many hit points,
It's-
Steve, so I've got to look after
It's a pretty standard piece of kit for most high level parties.
the Dwarven plate.
Yeah.
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 Mainly
Damn.
because you're taking 25, 30, 40, 50 damage around the 3 sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, 3. It's not a huge amount, but
It adds up though. It's handy.
and if something small hits me though, it's kind of a case of, oh no, you did no damage. Walk away kind of thing. But yeah, as you said, if I get hit 10 times, then there's 30 damage saved kind of thing. It adds up very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose I can allow that.
But we have
All right. Who else has got something to throw at him? We've got to keep him on the roll.
Oh, you just trying to get me all softened up before you hit me with yours, are you?
I don't even remember what's in
No!
this list.
Not at all.
I
Mitchell
reckon
must be
actually
pretty.
you're going the wrong way about it because I reckon he's
Yeah,
going to give you
I
so
know.
much stuff that the last person who asks for a +1 bonus to something is going to be like, no, I've given you enough.
No. It's like parents. The first kid, they're all anal and reading all the books and Dr. Spock's Guide to Rearing Happy Children. And by the last one is like, is it going to kill you? All right, off you go.
Or if they're younger, here, sit and watch this of Peppa Pig episode. I'm going to have a coffee with a dose of brandy in it.
Ben, what was that thing called again?
Called Sudden Stunning. It's a weapon enhancement. I think it's from DMG2, from what I can find in Google.
I have that somewhere.
So, Axeman, is that Strand Raven Tall or Raven Tail?
Tail.
Tail, cool.
I've just added the PFD to chat, social chat.
So, you're all done, are you?
Yep.
Unless there's anything else I need to do.
Oh, did we get it all the way up to... Sorry, I've been distracted looking at items and enhancements and things, and mostly for paladins, not for bards, because I couldn't find anything over... Seriously, not many things I need.
There is something. You haven't got any of your equipment on.
That's one thing.
Oh, because you haven't got any equipment yet. Never mind.
Yeah.
Mitch, how much would those arrows cost? I couldn't find prices.
What was the ones you wanted? The
Oh,
burst
just
or the regular one?
I think you got
was it regular or burst, Steve?
They're regular, I think he said, and they're +1.
Regular.
Just add +1 to an arrow, mastercrafted arrow, which is about 1,000, I think it is, or 2,000.
Okay, so it's so basically having a enchantment is the equivalent of a +1.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, it depends.
it's
There's
an
actually numbers there for them.
No, I couldn't find it.
3.5 D and D.
Now,
Now,
Chris,
have you got your special mount?
I do have my special mount. It is
Right,
called
cool.
Great White.
it's a horse.
Cool. It is a horse.
In honor
That's-
of the one that I couldn't pick.
That is
So-
amazing.
I am going to call it Greg.
You wanted a shark.
Yeah, Greg Norman, the Great White Shark.
That too.
I love it.
Bruce.
No, Greg. Definitely a Greg. It's not a Bruce.
Bruce, the big great white shark in one of those stupid cartoon movies.
It's,
Yeah.
isn't it Finding Nemo.
No, Shark's Tale, isn't it?
I think it was
Finding
Shark Tale,
Nemo.
yeah.
Finding Nemo.
I thought it was Finding Nemo because he's the one that's the AA who hi, my name is Bruce and it's been 5 days since I ate a fish. Oh, well done, Bruce. Claps and things and he's like, can we get out of here? The dad's nervous as all buggery.
What does he eat instead?
I don't know, but one of
You
them.
asked that. You're asking far too advanced questions for a children's movie.
Naughty kids who didn't eat their vegetables say their prayers and go to bed early. Apparently.
Now,
Oh, wait, no, that's.
Chris, did you have any idea of what deity you wanted to be, or you weren't concerned?
Sorry, say that again.
What church you part of? Did you have any
What do you
idea?
espouse the most?
The Latter-day Saints, by any chance?
Ghost and Cuthbert.
That's what I was actually going to recommend, so that it was easy to bring him in. Yeah, you can't actually. It says none. It doesn't give you much choice in there. But I was
Justin?
going to say, if it was St. Cuthbert, that would make it very easy for Steve to bring you in, because we already trust them way too much.
Yeah.
Justin, each arrow
Do
will
it, maybe
cost
I do.
you
You don't have to do anything.
2,303 gold.
I do actually have
2,303.
Yep.
Yeah,
You can
And that-
you can
that's
go
for a
anyone.
single-
Oh, so that's actually for 50 arrows. You don't have to spend.
I only knew one. Okay, so basically it's fuck all, is what you're saying.
So,
So
Sir
50
Cuthbert, you
arrows,
say.
305. It's 302 gold and 5 silver. I don't know why they got the friggin' rounded like that. To add an enchantment to the bonus table, weapon to determine total market value, +1. Yeah, that's right. 2,302.5 is for 50 arrows of flaming. Or
I want
frost.
50, I only want one.
Yeah, I know, but you have to buy them lots of 50.
Oh, I get started. I'm sure I
There's
can
no-
find somebody one.
That's by going by the creation. That's how you buy them. They you don't sell them at once, but that's up to Steve. Whether you can buy
What
just
was
one
it?
of them. The
was that?
the magic item creator only allows you to do lots of 50 for ammunition, for arrow ammunition.
Yep.
So it'd be 2,302 gold and 5 silver. I said I don't know why they got the friggin' 5 silver there. So it's up to you whether you let Justin buy a singular arrow,
What do you need a singular one for?
so he can put it in.
Put it into his
his
cloning device.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no, that's all right.
or
We'll
divide
work
by
out the
50,
cost first.
Justin.
Well, 2,300 divided by 100 is 23. So it's
Yeah.
50 bucks, 50 gold each. So call it 50
Yeah.
gold each, so 150.
There you go. That's
So-
okay.
I'm assuming there are Erroneous, Faltus, Rao, and Ula are the lawful goods. I'm just looking at a chart here that looks old, but St. Cuthbert is a lawful neutral god?
Apparently.
Yes,
yeah, but all paladins are
he's
lawful
the
good.
Avenger.
St. Cuthbert, you sound like a bloody god of, private school boys in bloody England.
Yeah, he's the god of retribution and justice.
Whereas Heronius is chivalry and knighthood, and Faltus is solution.
You can choose any deity you like. I can work it in either way.
Does alignment matter for paladins? Are they restricted in this to be lawful good, or they just have to be lawful something? They don't have to be lawful. I don't know.
Well, there's religions for both sides, isn't there?
If
Yeah.
you belong to the other side, you're probably not going to last long with us. I'll just let you know that now.
No, but what I'm saying is,
It could be fun while it lasts, though.
You could be evil as well as good. So
Yeah, exactly. They're called anti-paladins. So yeah.
yeah,
So,
But yeah, no, you can choose whatever alignment you like, as long as it sort of
As
fits
opposed
in
to
with
the
everyone.
Panty-Aladdins, which are, a totally different beast.
that's all right. I'll just go with Saint Cuthbert and make it extremely.
Yeah. All right, that's fine.
just going to have a look at Erroneous, because I think Erroneous is probably really appropriate, depending on what you want to be.
One thing you haven't done yet is your spells, I guess. Spells, yeah, and inventory at some point.
You don't get that many of them as a paladin.
What's he got? He's got 2 level 1s, 2 level 2s, 1 level 3 at the moment. So you've only got a couple at the moment.
'Cause
Does
I
these
genuinely
extra
think
stretch
Erroneous-
charisma modifier?
Go
Oh, is it
with-
wisdom modifier?
Yeah, I assume that's with it. I was just looking at the thing. If you go up to near the top there, Chris, and there's known spells and then prepared spells. Change over to the prepared spells tab. Top left. Yep. And then you can kind of choose them from here, and they'll put them into your prepared ones that you can cast per day.
Take Detect Undead because our cleric never seems to use it.
I've got 2 of it, and every time I've used it, Steve goes, "There's no undead around now." And then 3 minutes later, we've got undead everywhere. I'm like,
In the hallway around the corner.
yeah.
No, they all have lead-lined bloody coffins in this game.
Well, they're not undead yet. They're still skeletons, so they don't count yet. And
No, the animating force isn't actually in them at that moment.
yeah, that's it.
Who's the other one?
Okay. I think I have your armor that I'm going to give you.
All right. I sell everything.
God damn it. What a circular frickin' page this is.
It's a funny shape book.
Mm.
Now, does the magic bonus on a shield stack with the armor?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the shield
So-
bonus
so if you-
as opposed to an armor bonus, which they're
Yeah.
2 separate.
So if you got a +2 armor and a +2 shield, you get +4. They stack.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's right. Okay. All right. Just better get that right before I. All right. So I'm going to give you full plate armor,
Okay.
and we'll
Clear
put a
it.
+2 on that.
I reckon Heronius. Sorry, I'm still stuck on gods.
And we're going to add cold, fire, and acid resistance on that armor.
Oh, he's not going to be able to trip.
Geez,
I've
that's some
got-
seriously nice armor.
Yep.
So I'm guessing 10 for the resist? Because it
Yes,
works differently. And yeah.
This is the first 10 points.
All right. So what was it? I'll just write it down while we're. So
So it's +2 full plate armor with fire, cold, and acid resistance.
fire, cold, acid, and that's resist 10, isn't it? 10.
So that means he ignores the first 10? He's like got 10 DR against fire cold? Oh, wow.
See, I was being nice and only wanting fire resistance. If I had known I could choose all 3, jeez.
You can't. He can.
Thanks, Ben. You beat me to it.
Mitch, you asked Steve for the Belt of Giant Strength +6?
Not as of yet. I was just working what else I want to do.
How much does that cost?
Not. It costs a lot, but the thing is, I've got a +4 one already. So
Yeah.
it's sort of like just
Oh,
upgrading.
I've got a plus. I've got a plus
Oh.
2.
I was going to grab the
Yeah.
+4 one. I was going to give my
Oh.
gloves to a Sanders, and he was going to get the bigger one.
Damn.
It's like hand me down.
I was nearly going to have a positive strength stat. Nearly.
Yeah, nah. That's like me having a positive charisma modifier. What is
Yeah,
this?
same here. That's why I didn't grab a cloak.
There's a reason that I go up and just punch people in the face and don't try to negotiate.
Got
Why
gloves
did I
of
sneak
strength.
around? I'm ugly.
Gloves of better
Oh, and my
strength are
character as
really
well.
good.
Okay.
So I've just got one of each spell level.
No, you've got 2 level 1s, 2 level 2s,
Okay, 2.
and 1 level
2, 2, and a 1.
1 level 3.
Level is Divine Smite.
Mm,
Does it exist in 3.5?
Not the one
Because
that-
in
No,
5e, it's the
negative.
greatest spell a paladin has. Because you get to
Cool.
apply it, Divine Smite. You get to apply it. It's like 2d8 extra damage or something, but you only get to use the spell after you know you've hit and you're rolling damage. So let's just say you roll that critical and you really want to do F them up. Oh, I'll pump a Divine Spite at level 3 in now. Add, I think it's 3d8 for level 3.
Yeah, I don't think it's in 3.
Which gets doubled because it's a crit. Just don't think it works that way in 3.5, but it's just like, wow,
No, it doesn't look
You
like it's in
can-
3.5.
you can mess things up when you know you're going to crit. Quiver of Plenty. I just don't think of what I know that is.
Hmm?
I'm sorry, I'm just reading dirty things into the name Quiver of Plenty.
It's not Quim.
Quinn? No, I was thinking of
Quim.
Quiver. It's not Quim.
Now, are you keen on using an axe or a sword?
Axe, but I am happy with a sword
It's an axe, but the handle's a
Alright.
sword.
because barbarians use axes, and I am apparently a gentleman. So
I know you. I'll give you an axe to start off with, but there's a but, so you just have to be patient on that one.
yeah, that's fine.
So let's make it a +2 battle axe, and let's make it flaming burst.
Nice.
So
Wait, if he
Hey.
does burst, can I get the burst arrows instead then?
no.
It's
He
a
has to
melee
go-
weapon.
He has to hit with it and go, ooh, ah, that's flaming.
He doesn't have to stand. He can't stand 100 feet away and just reap damage on my.
I do it within 30 feet if I can. Thank you very much.
True.
If you're going two-handed, animated shields are nice.
Yeah, I know. They're actually really handy if you want to use power attack, because it means you can use a power attack to its best effect. Basically ends up adding about, depending on how much you take off your attack roll, you can add a little bit of it, up to 10 points usually.
All right, come on, guys. What else should a 12th level paladin have? What would make sense?
A holy
Heal-
symbol.
The Tome of Vile Darkness.
Yeah.
No, wait.
A heal. Wait, what kind of paladin is it?
A
There
helmet of protection from evil.
Protection from DM. Hell yes.
No, that's actually something. Yeah, something that does radiant. Something that he can activate that'll do a burst of radiant damage,
A
like
Holy Avenger.
like
Which is
like
a
it.
+5
Just-
weapon.
Just hold that thought. I'm not saying no. I'm not saying yes just yet.
He's sitting there going,
That
have
was
I made the
serious.
paladin too
That's
strong? Poor Steve's got the thoughts going through his head. I need to make this guy powerful so we can hang with the rest of them, but not too powerful that everything I have
But
dies.
Exactly.
Holy shit, the Holy Avenger gives spell resistance to people near the paladin. You should give him that.
What was that one?
It gives. It's a specific magic weapon, but you could make
What
it
is it?
into an axe instead. Holy
Hey.
Avenger.
Yeah. It's the ultimate paladin weapon. It's awesome.
Yeah. It gives spell resistance to people nearby.
What was that?
The Holy Avenger.
Okay.
You know what you want? You want a moderate fortification
Ah.
on your shield. 75% chance to ignore a critical.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I was almost going to put it on the armor.
Yeah, you put it on.
Oh,
you put it on-
it's available again?
If you put it on the shield, it's a +3 modifier for the shield.
Oh,
Medium, moderate fortification.
sorry. I just saw those Horizon goggles. Were they for me?
Oh, they're for me. They're mine.
Right.
What do you need it for? You're a bloody dwarf.
I have a throwing
Throwing
hammer
hammer.
that does more damage than anything else I can do.
But it would benefit me.
No.
You still couldn't hit shit, so don't worry about it.
It's going to benefit me more than you.
Oh, it wouldn't.
Because it gives me 100% extra range and all my spells.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hang on.
It's 100% on my...
Fast shot.
So it's 100% range on my throwing weapons. And I get 50% range on all my spells.
It would mean that It would also mean that I would be doing my short range at 45 feet instead of 30.
Hmm? Then you take the feet.
Or has
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I reckon I don't mind the fortification. We can put it on a shield. I think the light is too little, and the moderate's too much. So, are we able to do a custom one on there?
the moderate's 75%. The little one.
Yes.
The little one.
I'd like to do medium 50% +2.
Yeah, that honestly, it's your GM. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, like in the can you do that in the program?
Yeah, there's an add custom thing here.
Right,
Yeah, it doesn't work
you've got
very
throwing
well.
axe selected.
Shh.
You don't want to throw an axe.
Throwing axe of fortification.
Hey, if I have a sword, I'm going to have a throwing axe, and I'm going to throw it every time.
One
have a
thing I
round.
would suggest as a possibility to have, if you are going to throw something, have it returning.
Yeah. So you want +2 on this battle axe?
+2 on the battle axe. Yep.
I'll check
just
modification. On the
just do a +2 shield, and we'll just have to remember that you've got the fortification on it, so you've got a 50% chance of ignoring the critical.
And this should be...
Actually, just add a note to the shield.
Yeah, just add a note onto the shield. Yeah.
Before you do that, go scroll down on this one, though. There should be one there. I think there was flame. Yeah, there was top. No, go back up a bit. There it is. Flaming burst.
Iron burst. Yeah.
That's the one.
You want me to
Is
add
that
it?
going on the shield or?
That's on the battle axe.
It's going. That goes on the battle axe.
All right, we're on the battle axe again. Sorry.
So +2 battle
Yeah.
axe and flaming burst.
And click buy on that one. It's going to complain, isn't it?
Insufficient funds.
That's right. Go, okay. In the bottom there where it says market price, just change that to no funds. Cashless. That's the one we want. And then you can just... now you've got... just below the battle axe you've got there is the battle axe +2 in the list. Just click it and add equipment. And there you have an axe.
Jesus. Apparently it costs 32,000.
Yep.
Thanks.
Now we want some full plate.
Is that heavy?
Why didn't
Yeah,
we
it's
do
heavy.
this with me when I joined the party?
Because you started at a lower level.
You got a,
Oh yeah.
You got a cloak
And you're not-
with wands and...
And you're not a
No, I
demon
didn't get I didn't get a heap of ones until later. I basically got a cloak, a short bow,
Yeah,
and a couple of other. I didn't even get a ring of protection or a magic armor.
Yes, we got to add a custom one to that one, Chris.
Did get a hat of disguise though, and a loot of charming.
So this is +2. And we want
I can't complain about that, to be honest.
resistances. So acid resistance. Absorbed 10 points, yep, so that one. Acid, cold, and fire.
Give him a brilliant energy weapon and laugh your ass off all
Mm,
the
yeah.
way to the bank.
Yep, and that's it for that one.
Armor? What armor?
I'm just gonna say it. What do? I fight things. What happens? Sometimes they catch fire. Welcome to the party.
We need a shield.
We've got a fire starter, folks. Excellent.
No, it
Another
doesn't do
one.
its own thing, I think. Shield. What size are we going? A heavy shield, I'm assuming?
Go full tower.
You can't use a tower. He's not
They
proficient.
can't?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
just a heavy shield.
Yeah, heavy metal shield.
Look at that.
Yep, add custom. And this was +2 as well, wasn't it, Steve?
Yes, +2. Yes.
Shield +2. And what was it? You wanted fortification, but there wasn't a good one in here, was there? You were saying you wanted kind of mid. Oh yeah, 'cause it's got heavy, medium, and light, but you wanted in between. So you just want to put it in as a note on it, didn't you?
Yeah.
If you put fortification, so what's light? How much is it?
Sorry?
It's only
Fortification is
25%.
at 20. Yep.
And medium's 75%, is it?
Yeah. So we wanted a
Yeah.
intermediate at +2.
So medium or something like that, intermediate.
Yeah, so
Which
it
doesn't
doesn't look like you
exist.
can. So I'd just chuck the light on, just so you've got it there, and we'll just remember it's 50%.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh, it'd be
Call
good
it
if you could
the
add a note.
call it the level. Steve doesn't feel scummy, but also doesn't feel too generous.
Yep, that'll do.
First chance I get rid of it.
Buy that one. There we go. So he's got a battle axe, full plate, and a shield.
Now, you can have
What?
you can have 6 potions of healing. And we'll call those 14s, so they'll heal 14 points each.
So they cure moderate wounds, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in heaven.
Here's the hint. The 2 spells you need to worry about: turn undead and heal. Everything else is just window dressing.
There they are.
Holy cow!
Where?
In the middle.
Cannot be right.
Moderate.
So 6
So
of
that
them.
was what, 6?
3.
And traditionally, paladins are fairly frugal. Like they don't hoard great things; they sell off and give it to their church. So that's all I'm going to. That'll do to start off with.
That's still
Oh, actually,
100k worth of stuff.
yeah. Well, you would keep the stuff that would let you
Yeah.
smite evil and get rid of the stuff that. Yeah.
Nah, you want a necklace of testicles.
Stay away from my testicles.
you have to fight him for it.
I'm not touching your testicles, no matter how much you beg me or pay me. No. Elf wants to do that, even though he projects it onto others.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I'm a completely, well, unlike most elves you probably met, completely hetero.
So come on, Mitch. You haven't hit me with your list yet.
Yeah, I'm still writing it.
All right.
Do I actually have any
All right,
cash
Steve,
on me? Or
No, we've just got a group thing of cash.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So far, I've got Steve, the animated shield thing, if that's still an all right thing. It just saves me having to. I just upgrade my shield to put it animated on it. Just means I
yeah?
don't have to hold it.
So is that a
It's it's $4,000 upgrade. 4,000 GP.
it's
Upgrade.
just a standard magic
Yeah.
item thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. That
Right.
was one of the ones I was looking at because I just want to make more use out of my power attack. That's a good way to do it.
Fucking hell.
Oh, yeah.
Another-
Hey, Blue. Blue Enix? Yeah. Shield Pariah, is that a good shield for a thing, is it? We probably won't be having too many more high-level weapons and stuff. And Law, yes, we've made a character and we've done him fully up to speed and everything. So the rest of us are level 12, so we went through earlier, did all the thing right up to level 12 to at least give him something that can hold it with the rest of us. I'll try to answer questions when I can. kind of try not to intervene when things are happening too much. I'll try to answer when I can, or I'll type them out if I don't want to interrupt too much or cut everyone off like I have now.
That should update your.
Yep. If you go to your summary page or character sheet, go to the last tab across the top. Go to character sheet, and it'll give you a rough idea of what you'll see.
Work. Damn.
So 25 AC, good.
Yep.
Plus 17. What do you have?
Plus 19 to hit with his battle axe.
Yep.
Doing a big fire explosion when he crits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
And did we get improved critical?
I can't remember.
Scroll down.
Well, it says 1920 there, so I assume.
Yeah, would have then.
Yeah. Scroll down a bit. Oh, you go.
Feats
across to
did he
feats.
take?
If you go across to feats for a second.
It's blind. Arrow attack.
Crit range of 1. So yeah, that's definitely a thing. So you definitely
Yeah.
taking it. Yeah. So if you go to feats and improve crit. Yep.
Yep.
So yeah. So 19s and 20s he crits. So that should and have lots of fiery things. And this is why I want something with fire resistance. Everyone does fire because Nick does fireballs randomly.
Yep.
I can cast fire. The gnome can now cast fireballs, I think, or will be able to soon.
Not yet, but I've got to be close.
Well,
Because the problem is, like, no, I'm not going to be able to cast fireballs because it's a lower level spell, and I only start at the higher level for mage spells.
Couldn't you take a lower level spell in a high level slot? It might be a waste, but
Yeah, but I've got better higher level spells like Ice Storm.
yeah.
I can get a wand of fireballs anyway. They're not that expensive.
So what? If you go to file, you can actually export it as a PDF, which is a lot easier to view.
Yeah, he did that before because he's sent a copy out to us. But yes,
And don't forget to save it either. Yes.
well, Michael, on your dwarven plate, you can always just get that fire resistance added to it.
true. That's a good idea, actually. Get fire resistance.
So you got fire resistance improved or greater.
If I could get improved, so that'd be 20, wouldn't it?
I believe so.
Yeah,
We-
and greater is 30.
20, yeah.
We can't see the PDF.
Yeah.
We can only see the program still.
So it's 10, 20, or 30. So your improved is 20. That's 42,000.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
expensive.
I just go with the 10 then, just a normal one.
Yeah, well, that's 18,000. So just we'll work that out.
Did we just lose someone? Oh no.
Sorry, it disconnected me. I went to go to next session notes and accidentally said on Nick's help channel, and it hung me up.
There's a new PDF upload on Discord.
In Discord.
Yep.
Cool.
So the cockroach.
Me?
Live up to my name.
Hey, look, he's got. Hey, Steve. He has 6 less hit points than me, and 1 less armor class.
Okay. At the moment.
Yep.
The moment.
And we're both on D10s. I've just got a +5 on my cons, so I should say just in front, but it's not going to be by much.
Yeah.
So I can only
17,
move
12.
20 feet in a battle situation.
Because you're in full plate. Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll be keeping up with the rest of us. Like half of us have got 20-foot movement.
Well, it's,
The
yeah,
only
2/3
ones
of
that
us
don't
now.
is Nick and Justin, yeah?
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's 2/3 of us now.
Oh.
That looks pretty good. Yeah.
But I don't weigh anything, so I should have like no L.
So, Steve,
Yeah.
Here it comes.
page 9 of the Magic Item Compendium.
Hang on.
Can
Do
you
I
guess
need to?
which one I'm after?
Do I need to go get a glass of scotch?
Yes.
Or a bottle.
or a bottle.
Yeah, you know that thing that Nick does with the concealment?
Yeah. Which one am I looking at?
Blurring
Hey.
greater.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that one.
Admittedly, it is limited uses, but still.
Yeah, that limiting uses is very limiting.
Well,
So-
it is in this case. It's not. I say limited, but not really.
Shh. I'm trying to help the cell here.
I have charisma 8.
Right.
Yeah, it's expensive. Admittedly, it's a +3 bonus. Because you have to have the previous effect, and then it stacks up because it's synergy.
Oh, okay, yeah, yep. Oh, yeah, cool.
So you buy the first one, and then you buy the.
Yep.
And it replaces the previous.
Put it in, and I'll have a read of it over the week and have a think about it. But yeah, it shouldn't be a problem.
All right. Cool.
I just got to get H into. I have to take a break for a minute. I'm just going to get H into bed.
All right.
Oh,
So
bedtime, mate.
I've been looking at some scrolls. I'm going to go spend a bit of money on scrolls, I think, guys, when we're in town.
That's actually a good idea.
I'm going to buy one, but I may not tell you about it just because I'm going to be nasty. It's the Mage's Magnificent Mansion, level 7.
Okay.
I still reckon you should get a wand of knock.
I don't need it. You guys are that good.
No,
at
we're not.
Finding it. Well, you've got like a +15 to open traps. I can
No, I
boost you
don't.
if I'm there. Open doors, don't you?
No. I got like a +10.
Oh, I can boost that by
And-
3.
Knock is a guaranteed open though,
Yeah.
as well as it opens things that are stuck and budged.
So if there's a bar that's been lowered down into a 2-handle cradle thingy on the other side that needs to be lifted, it'll lift it.
Not lifted, but if it's say a swinging door that's been barred on the inside that we can't get to, it will open it.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Knock. Read the knock spell. It's a knock spell. Read it. It's really good.
Okay,
And-
I've always just assumed it opens locked doors, magical locked doors and stuff. It's like, yeah, let's an open. We got a rogue. We've got a
Doors,
good rogue.
chests. No, we don't. I'm not a good rogue. I'm only a level 8 rogue.
Oh. Because the whole thing about the magical mansion thingy is that I can set it up inside to be what I want within pretty much nothing's permanent. So I could have like an entire theme park in there with roller coaster rides and, cotton candy machines and the whole work. I could have an entire entertainment complex inside my magnificent mansion. Whatever I want. Someone wants a house of lady favors in there. Well, I'm not sure we can have the ladies in there, but there might be things that would massage you. You might not get a happy ending from them. I don't know. That'd be DM's decision. You probably could get a happy ending.
Hey, Chris. With all the images we've put into Facebook chat or anything you've found, have you found a good picture that you want your paladin to look like?
I'm looking for it now.
Cool. Because once you find one, I'll use it to make the token for the stream as well.
Sure thing.
So Nock's only 4,500. Okay, that's not too bad.
It wasn't expensive. The other one is a detect secret doors because it's automatic.
Yeah, but look, honestly, I would never think to buy that because you guys have magical swords and magical abilities or supernatural abilities to just see the doors, and I don't know that you guys can fail very often because you haven't. I'd rather be
my sword
buying
is only
scrolls
3
of.
times my sword's
I'd
3
rather-
times a day, and I may even be selling my sword depending on what happens with it.
Okay, well that's a depends thing, but Justin's ability is he just walks past and sees them. Admittedly, he's got to make the search check. It's only in DC 20
Well,
doors
no,
or whatever. But,
Stage we're doing because it's passive.
yeah, but I mean, it's like you probably only got a 20 or something like that.
Oh, it's close to 20.
Okay, no, it is. Yep. It even loosens weld, shackles, or chains
Mm-hmm.
as long as they're serving to hold the door shut or closed.
So it's the anti-slavery.
No, they need to be
You're the-
holding a door.
You're the breaker
They-
of chains. You can be the Khaleesi.
No, because they need to be specifically holding a door shut or closed, not a person trapped into something. It does not raise barred gates or similar impediments such as portcullises, nor does it affect ropes, vines, and the like. Nonetheless, that's decent. But I just like having my own ideal pleasure palace to go into, which will just have all the things that I like, which won't be anything what you're thinking of. Fruits and meats and cheeses and musics and entertainments and poetry things and dancing things and a bar with a copious amount of alcohol.
I'm there.
Yeah.
As long as it's got dwarven ale.
Oh, I could certainly arrange for really good dwarven ale and really bad dwarven ale. Just because, you might want to... No, I don't want the good stuff. I want to get hungover quickly.
It depends how much you want to get healed the next day.
Oh yeah, well, I'm not sure if you can actually take the effects out. I don't actually know if you get hungover in the mansion whether you're hungover the next morning. But yeah, no, I was just looking at the scroll. I couldn't believe the cost of the scroll. I'm like, only 7th level spells. I'm only a couple of levels away, but damn it, I've got the spell for it. It's $2,000 or something. 2,200 gold.
So, my total was 48k. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Mine's
It's 48k.
Well, sorry, 48,000 gold.
Sorry, the joke didn't land. You said, "Is it okay?" And I said, "No, it's 48k. It's all good."
Not okay. I missed that bit.
I thought you were going to say like K as in carrots, which is how gold is measured.
Yeah, that'd also work. Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, carrots is fucking diamonds, isn't it? Oh, no. Is it?
Diamonds.
No, it is gold, yeah. What's our budget, roughly each?
A 50-ish.
50K. But you can also sell your stuff you've got as well that you're not using anymore.
Yes.
Well, yeah, actually, I'll have to find out what Steve will let me sell that armor for, because I wouldn't mind. Let's say it's worth 10.
What is the armor?
Is that?
Or is it custom armor, or is it what type?
Yeah, it's a homebrewed one. Remember the one that it's in the role play.
That doesn't help. I'll never find it. What does it do?
Oh, I'll look it up, shall I?
Oh, is it actually as part of the notes section? Is it, or is it in the?
It's that one that it melds him into trees.
Yeah, it lets me merge with trees.
Oh, you're not using that anymore.
Without getting splinters.
Have you replaced that? Sorry, I've not been paying a huge amount of attention to what other
planning
people...
to, yes.
Oh, and okay, yeah, that's worth a bit. Actually, because that's a really good hide, as in hiding, not HIDE, a really good hiding armor. I'm just going to disappear into this tree. Can't find me.
Oh, there it is. Found it.
Yeah, I just hear little muffled groans.
I wasn't trying to do a hide pun. I was actually talking about hiding, not hide the armor. Hide with the leather.
Let's play hide the armor.
Let's play.
That's a nice knot hole.
I'd rather play hide the sausage.
Armor of Garlean's Forest. It is
approximately
leather.
+5.
It's leather +3. Bonus to hide move silently, and once a day I can shag a tree and fully merge with it.
Only once?
Once per day.
Leather +3. Does that give you an AC bonus of 4 or 5?
It's whatever leather is, which is 2, I think.
It's going to be approximately 25 grand, Justin.
Really?
Yep. It works out because pretty much every ability on there is a +1, so +3 to base.
Yeah.
In the dark.
Okay, so it's as good as the armor I'm getting.
Yeah,
or better.
so about 25
in
grand.
some respects.
In some respects, but you're probably not going to get full price for it anywhere.
It's like my sword. My sword is worth 200 grand roughly, the current one I'm using. Because of all the little abilities on there, but the little abilities don't help me in the slightest.
Yeah, it'd be like, when you try and sell shit on Facebook. Oh, yeah, give you $2.
Yeah, true.
It's
like your bow would be worth astronomical amounts.
Yeah, I'm not selling that.
Yeah, I've got full plate +2 that I'm wearing that I'll probably sell.
Well, I wonder if there's any magical other stuff. What else would I need? I can upgrade my rings.
What rings are you wearing?
They're fairly basic ones. Maybe either +2 or +4.
Which one?
+2, I'm guessing, if it's a deflection one. The ring of
Ring
protection.
of protection +2 you've got, because that's the biggest we've got so far. What's the other ring you're wearing?
Yeah, I've got the character.
I'm really surprised I got away with that blurring thing.
Really?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
yeah.
That good, eh? Or it could be.
Well, to put it this way, it's not that it's really overwhelming. It's just that effectively the thing that annoys him about Nick is now something I can do as well.
Did he realise that?
Yeah.
But mine's continuous as long as I keep moving 10 foot per round.
Yeah, the
Is
thing
yours-
is, though, mine's in 10-minute bursts.
Oh wow! How many times a day?
How often is a fight going to last 10 minutes?
That's better than what I've got. What percentage chance is it, Miss?
20.
It's concealment. So it's concealment, same as me.
Yeah.
And how many times a day can you use it?
Any number.
Fuck, that's huge.
Yeah.
Is Steve still online?
No.
Good.
Good.
I mean, nothing.
It was either that or ramp up my armor class. And I thought, well, I could ramp up my armor class, or...
Maybe he's aware of that, and it's like the trade-off,
Yeah,
one or
that
the
could be
other.
it.
So
25% miss chance. 20% miss chance is huge.
I mean, I'm going to look into it just to make sure it's not there's not anything about it I'm not aware of, but
That was in the compendium, page 16. You said?
9.
Oh, page 9. I'll check it out myself.
So what's the blurring do?
So blurring basically works like concealment from memory,
Okay.
but I need to double check it. It's
I'm gonna
And
check
it
now.
the
lasts.
blur spell, like as per the
Oh.
blur spell.
Oh,
which-
that's just really good.
What does blur spell do?
gives you a 20% mischance.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Just checking. Blur. Yep, 20% mischance. Opponents can still see you, so it doesn't make them blind or anything.
What's
It
question?
is the game.
As much as you're...
So I finally have my character sheet. Well, someone asked
You
me
look-
something.
Tell me about your armor.
Oh yeah,
Second
rings. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a ring of protection +2
Yep, we knew that.
and a natural armor ring also +2.
Okay, so that's +4 effectively between the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Appears to become distorted and hazy if you're affected.
Steve,
by
how
it.
much could I sell my Garlean's armor for?
3 times per day and last. It lasts for 5. It lasts for 5 rounds. Mitch.
That's blurring, Nick. I'm looking at the blurring greater.
Oh, okay, blurring greater.
I
10 minutes.
don't know. I'd have to come up with a figure for it.
Oh, so it's
A
3
bit-
times.
fair bit.
3 times per day, 10 minutes per time per use.
Read
And
blur-
it's studded leather +3. What else does it do? You can hide in a tree, type obstacle once per day,
That's too bad.
4 times per day, or time limit.
Sorry, what are you asking? Sorry.
Gallon's armor. What was the? Because I'm seriously considering, depending on what it's worth, giving Justin close to its value.
It's roughly 25 grand. It gives
It's
you +5 hide and move silently in dark conditions or forestry conditions. Or normal dark. In forest, it's +10, and X amount of times per day he can meld into trees and use them as a small teleport.
Sorry, you as in being able to teleport slightly to another tree.
Pretty sure that's what he did. I'll double check it. It's in the compendium. Armor of thingy. Once per day, the wielder can approach a tree of appropriate size and merge with it. The bark, just meld with it. The bark and armor fuse, providing invisibility while they stand still. That can only be defeated by high-level magic such as True Seeing. In Dark Shadows, he gets a +5 bonus to and move silently. In Forest locations, +10 to hide and move silently. Being
Right.
effectively that's a +3 item, and plus them two would give it about a +2 bonus, which would make it about a +5 armor,
Yeah.
which is 25 grand.
Probably not enough to get. It's probably not enough for me really to take just for.
You're
I was
not-
thinking about it though because it's better than the armor I'm wearing.
Well,
It's
do you
shaped
need
for
to
an
move silently? They're shaped for
Don't these things don't they magically change for owners or
no,
they don't?
no.
Oh,
they
okay,
don't.
then there's no use for me then. Oh well,
You'd
I was
have
trying to
to-
save you some money. Like if he was going to offer you 15, I was going to offer you 20 or something like that.
Well, the standard sell price
right,
is
okay.
75%, give or take.
So it was just depending on how much he was gonna discount it, offering you. I was thinking of taking it because I'm thinking of getting an armor improvement of some kind for myself, but maybe not. Maybe I just
Fire resistance.
I want to be fire resistant. I want to be I don't get hit by anything resistant, or which is basically AC or better.
Okay,
or better save.
I got one for you. Ethereal armor, or whatever the hell it's called.
Is that like the Emperor's New Clothes?
No, no, but it sounds like it, doesn't it?
How much of me can you see when I'm on the ethereal plane? Not my armor or stuff, just me. That's an interesting birthmark you have down
It
there.
only works if you're not wearing anything under it.
Well,
It's
fair.
skin tight.
Birthmark.
Get
It's,
armor from
uh,
displacement.
Yeah, what was the name of that movie, Mystery Man? You're invisible as long as no
Yes,
one's
yes,
watching.
yes, yes.
That's a great.
And
I
it-
love
Great
that movie.
movie.
It's so
and,
demented.
and it's actually true.
Yeah, that was what I loved. It really worked. It was such a good film.
So
Ben,
what was that?
Get armor of displacement. That tends to be pretty good.
Yeah, I looked at that.
What was that note that for my armor that we had?
It's a burst thing, isn't it? No,
It's on the
it's a
axe.
weapon. Does the armor have it has 25%? No. Did it have a
It
mischance?
was the intermediate, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was on the shield.
That's on a shield.
So it's got a
Oh, this is a
50% chance.
Modification.
50% chance to avoid a critical.
Nice. I reckon you're going soft, Steve. I remember broaching these things with you a while back, and you said no.
I know. I think he's found some monsters we can fight that are good. Tax us a bit.
I don't know whether this is a good thing or a terrifying thing.
I think it's more
I'm
terrifying than
terrified.
anything else.
I'm scared.
Guys with high hit points and high saves are fine.
50% chance
Hey,
to.
You've earned the money. You've just got to find someone that'll do it, and yeah, no, it's all
Yeah,
good.
fair
Oh,
enough.
so Steve,
I can-
if that armor's worth
Bring
say
things up.
25k,
Yeah.
Did you make it up or did you find it somewhere?
No, that's my homebrew.
Oh, so you did that design everything yourself? Yeah, sweet.
Yeah,
Anyway,
all those special weapons and that. Yeah.
yeah, awesome. Anyway, if it's worth say 25k, what would be the trade-in value? Typically speaking, with stuff we're selling. I'm just curious of what else I can afford.
It depends what, like if you were at somewhere getting armor for armor, or it's worth more.
Well,
So-
yeah, okay, yeah. So, so if I can find that celestial armor, I'd guess I trade it in there.
Yeah. So how much is the celestial?
22,400.
22.4, yeah.
Could probably done
Yeah.
a swap.
Well, I reckon you'd nearly do a straight trade.
Which
So
means
Steve,
I
did
can-
you want to actually do a role-playing session where we'd buy all this stuff, or you just want to do it?
There might be a dice roll involved around that to see whether or not you get the whole 22,400 or whether you might have to chip in 1,000 or something if you roll shitty.
Yeah.
If you're all bad enough, you might be.
Oh, that's just checking
Well,
for the
You've got to do some other special things.
You
for
might,
them.
you might get a milky surprise. Let's have it that way.
The other thing we want to
for your
do while we're in Greyhawk is I want to check up with Mouse, see what he found out, and I want to give him some cash to start creating a spy network in Greyhawk. So I'm giving you
Didn't we
notice.
already
and that's
kind of
about-
do that?
No, we haven't. We've given him some money, but he's only getting basic information. I want him to create in league with the Rogues Guild or Thieves Guild. I want to give enough money to start like a small spy network. Mainly to find out if there's any drow or drow activity in the city or area. So it's just something for you to work on if you like, Steve.
Yeah, so what I want to do is just get an idea of what you want to do the next session, and then I can get it sort of tailored to sort of suit.
Yep. That's why I thought I'd let you know for now. So you know
that's a good idea. Yep. That's fine.
Hey, next session notes. There we go.
So while we're buying stuff, that's what my character will be doing anyway. And then we've got to drop $5,000 on him. The other thing is, if he could use magical devices, I was going to give him a wand of feast. What is it? Hero's Feast. And he can just start feeding all the poor.
Do I even want to know?
Do you have a wand of Hero's Feast?
No, get one made.
Why would we give it away?
Okay, imagine feeding the poor of the city for a month.
Create food. Create
3
food.
months.
Wand of Hero's Feast is a bit more than just create food.
Yes, I know, but it can create food for a large amount of people. And
Immunity to fear, temporary hit points, bonuses to some things for combat-related stuff.
Maybe a bit overkill.
Why do the poor need that? I'm quite happy to feed the poor.
We can get an
Why
army.
do they need all those?
Let them eat cake.
Yeah.
No, let them eat good food. Let us get the stuff that helps us more in combat.
Fun fact: that was the aunt, not Marie Antoinette that said that.
Really?
Yes.
Ah.
From I think it was Duchess of Austria. Yeah. There you go.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You can get an army of.
Oh, there you go.
Funny how shit gets distorted when people want to decapitate you.
Well, yeah. So,
Justin, that's about right, actually.
immune to poison for 12 hours, 1d8 temporary hit points plus 1 per 2 caster levels. Plus 1 morale bonus on attack rolls and will saves, and immunity to fear.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an
I suppose I do a lot of that anyway, but still. It's such a good spell. It's the spell I'm likely to take at the next level. But it's very expensive because the chalice I think that it requires to make it's quite costly.
Is that Hero's Feast?
Yeah.
I had it, but I kept forgetting about it, so I gave up.
As a spell.
Yep.
And at least yours won't be poisoned like the other one was. Stupid poisoned Hero's Feast.
Have you got 6 level cleric spells?
Yes.
I suppose, yeah. No, 12 level, you'd have got them at 11, yeah. Bugger. Doesn't actually say what you need in here. It doesn't actually say. It just says VSDF. Where are the list of components?
VSDF is the type of the verbal somatic material.
Divine Focus. Yeah, that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Sorry, in 5e, where I know the spell from, it requires a chalice made of silver and gold and gems worth about 1,500 GP.
Maybe.
So you want to cast that spell more than a couple of times over a few sessions, and it eats your money in a hurry because it's so good. It's a really cheap boost before a combat where you're going in up against things like dragons or whatever, where they do fear attacks and things at the start of the combat.
You know what else is good against fear? Paladins.
Mm-hmm. Holy Aura.
Ooh.
Ooh. Until he gets access to it, I have Holy Aura for you. Yeah! It only
When do
hurt.
I get Holy Aura?
I don't know, do you?
So did you
something.
think about the cost of that cloak, Steve, and whether you'd make it as a necklace?
Yeah, that should be a problem. Shouldn't be a problem, sorry.
Cost will be approximate to what the cloak is, plus a little bit, plus or minus some role playing, or
Yeah,
a little bit more. I mean, I've killed the page now, but I did have what it cost up, and I don't think it was that expensive.
Ben, Heroes Feast does not use any components.
And not in this. That's why I'm surprised, because in 5ed they really smashed the components out.
Did it actually use the component, or just needed it to be there?
Oh, it used it because you had to buy one each time. So a traveling party, you'd have to have 2 or 3 with them and get made, and they get used up on each spell.
Sanders, I've got an item for you. The Manual of Bodily Health. +5. Yeah, Nick knows what I'm talking about.
What?
Constitution?
Actually, that's what we should get. Some boots of Constitution that I can wear. Some +2
He's
boots.
gone quiet.
+2. I suppose even +2 boots. That'd only give me another 12 hit points. Only.
So if it was 16,000 for the one I'm after, which is +4, worst case scenario 20, just so I can plot what I've got to spend the rest of my money with, and I might get a bonus.
What's that for?
Cloak of Charisma, the Cloak of Charisma +4, which is the middle one. There's a 2, a 4, and a 6. Don't know if I really want the +6 one because it's 36,000. It's very nice though.
Yeah.
But +6 is a bit. I mean, +6 is a bit going too far. I think. Maybe not.
If you had the money, it's.
Well, I've got 50,000, so 36,000 to do it. Not a lot else to buy other than maybe a wand that's going to cost me 20 grand-ish. If it's available, and then maybe I'm just going to go scroll shopping, and then I'm going to put some time into seeing if that bastard's come back to town yet.
Yeah. But yeah, necklace would be let's call it. You know, well, it's going to be around about the 20 mark, I would say.
Because the other issue is how long do these things take to make? Because are we going to be requiring to go off on this adventure and then we come back and get it?
No, we drink for a week.
You won't know till you sort of get to the place and see what they've got in stock and what he can make. And yeah,
because I want to make the party's day, and I'm going to go look for a wand of fireballs.
Oh, here we go. If I can find an additional 55 gold, I can get a Manual of Quickness of Action to get another +2 dex.
And you know what the best part about that one, Justin?
What's that?
That's just a base upgrade. You read it, it's permanently upgrades your stat. It doesn't.
Yeah,
it's not an enhancement bonus.
How
Yeah,
long
I
do you have to
know.
read it for
That's-
again, though?
I have a question with that, Steve.
You have to study it for a certain period of time to.
Yeah.
48
over
hours.
6 days.
So let's say a character does that and gets a +2 bonus to a stat with its home of knowledge or
You just
whatever
up
you
the
see reading.
stat. You just up it.
If someone tries to, let's say I do a +2, down the track I find a +4 tome, read it.
You can read them again.
Would I only get a +2 bonus, or would I get the
Yes.
full +4?
If you read a +4, then it supplants the previous. It doesn't go to +6.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
really?
That's what I mean. So it overrides the 2 you've already got because you've already
Isn't it,
got.
it's like,
Yeah.
isn't it just like learning? You know, it's like if I
Yeah.
learn basic
Yeah,
maths,
yeah,
I can
but-
still learn algebra.
Yes, pretty much. The extra stuff is just stuff that's not in it in the previous
It's
version.
just added on top. So if you're not learning entirely new mathematics by doing it. You're learning in addition to the mathematics you already know.
Whereas if you picked up the +4 from the beginning, it would teach you the basic maths,
Yep.
then the algebra.
So, or else you could just, if that didn't work that way, you could go +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, and go infinite.
What do you reckon's more valuable, guys? Something like what Michael has with the damage reduction, or something that gives me a more dex bonus, and therefore
Damage
higher
reduction.
armor. Damage reduction.
Because your dex bonus for the armor you're wearing, I think maxes at +2, doesn't it?
Yeah, what I was thinking is mithril full plate because then it's higher.
Yeah,
It
go
becomes +3.
for your dex bonus.
My dex bonus is +3, so that would be the cap. But effectively +2 to my armor class.
If anything, why don't you just get a do what Justin did and get things natural armor?
I have some natural armor already.
Oh, okay.
I could boost it, but again, it's a matter of which things need to go up more because all this shit is expensive.
How
You can't do
expensive is
everything.
Mithril? Because if it's not that expensive to get Mithril Plate +2, which gives you your +3 dex or whatever it is, instead of your +2 dex currently, that's actually a really nice bonus because
Mithril is 9
it probably
grand for
reduces your armor check penalty,
Yeah, it probably does actually. Yeah, it does. By 3.
which is useful.
Mm. Well, currently my armor check penalty is -5. Yeah, because I've got Masterwork full plate. But yeah, but it'd be -2 instead.
It's actually nice. That's a decent bonus.
Hmm.
DR, if you can get DR every time he hits you
Yeah, it's probably
with
better.
something it's like the first 10's going to get ignored. But how
It's
many
not
times
very
have you
significant DR though. It's only like 3.
do you,
mine's
do you get
3.
taken down to 0?
Sorry, what do you mean?
Health
How many
points.
times have you been nerfed, like completely knocked out in combat?
Not a lot recently, but we've been more on point with the healing and shit.
Or we've just killed stuff before they get a chance to hit us.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Jump.
How about this? Here's one. Mask of the Skull. It can fly how far? 50 feet. And then it DC 20 Fortitude save or be struck dead as if affected by Finger of Death. If they
Oh.
save, it's 3d6 plus 13 points of damage anyway.
Oh, I was looking at the finger.
And then it flies back to me.
Oh, I was looking at the Finger of Death scroll. Honestly,
So Mask of the Skull, and it's 22,000, which is about the value of that armor. Ooh, that sounds awesome.
Mask of the Skull. What's that one
Yeah.
from?
I'll post it in the Facebook group.
It's Pathfinder. I reckon, is it? Might be 3rd edition.
Yeah, there's a
No,
third
it's- that's-
edition
no,
version.
There it is.
It's
it's
3.5.
D20 SRD. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
but
third edition version. 25 grand.
22 grand. Yep. Oh, 20, whatever it is. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it does have an aura of strong necromancy, so when I turn undead, it may kill your skull.
Well, it says an aura of it. Doesn't mean it is. Well, how about a hat of disguise?
I think
I've got one of them.
Nomi
Ben's
fan
already got one.
friend has one of those.
Sorry.
I've got one.
Ooh. Hand of Glory. I can wear a mummified hand around my neck, and it can wear a ring.
The Hand
Oh
of
my
Glory.
God.
I'm sorry. He has to have it now. I don't care what it does.
Well, given I was talking about getting a cock ring of magic or whatever, this is like the next best thing.
Okay, fun factoid for you if you're into occult history. Do you know what the Hand of Glory is?
Someone who was caught
Maradona's
masturbating in public, so they chop.
No,
Oh.
it's the dried and pickled hand of a hanged man, used as a charm.
sweet.
Often they burn the candle wax and light the fingers on fire.
It's Diego Maradona's hand. They chopped it off after he died and had it made bronze because it was the hand of God. It's now just called the Hand of Glory. That goal. He flicked it on with his hand and won the World Cup with it.
So, Hand of Glory, even without a ring, the hand itself allows the wearer to use daylight and see invisibility each once per day. Ooh. And I can wear another ring. How good's that?
You can wear lots of rings.
This paladin is just going to be looking at you with very suspicious eyes.
Hey,
Just walking around with very shady looking shit.
hey, Steve.
Hey, look, I'll look awesome. Seriously. A skull mask and a mummified hand around my neck. I'll be a medalist.
I don't know if I like the idea of the skull mask, to be honest. It sounds really evil. But that hand looks amazing.
Steve. So,
In all honesty.
what was your thoughts on having animated shields?
So that's a thing in the magic. Let's
Yeah.
have a look.
DM's guide. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
So pretty much I
all
can have my
it,
shield
all,
just
all
hover in
it
front of
does
me
is
and free up a hand.
it just means people that are like two-handed users can use a shield.
Sorry, I've just gone back into Facebook. Why am I thinking Emmanuel Lewis, aka Webster?
Oh yeah, more like Coleman. Gary
No,
Coleman.
Webster, whatever he was basically the same as him, but just a generation later, I suppose.
Yeah, I couldn't see any problem with that.
All right. I'm just thinking about it because I don't have a two-handed weapon or anything at the moment anyway, and my weapons
Yeah.
thing. And I'm pretty sure me dual wielding would be bad, but
Yeah, it's an option.
it is, yes. Or it might be for
Yeah,
the paladin later in life too, or that.
Yeah.
It's an option I intend to abuse the hell out of.
Um,
Well, I say abuse. It's not really. It's not like I've written up a chart for two-handing my weapon already.
No, not at all.
and if we've got equipment currently, like the shields I'm using in that, are we able to get them improved? So if I'm using the +1 shield, I can get it to a +2 or 3.
Yeah, you can have further enchantments put on it. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm just looking at. I like my +4 turn undead shield.
Yeah.
But it's only +1, so I'm like, could I get that a little bit bigger or that?
It costs a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
because
just going to be back in about 2 minutes, guys.
The tricky, weirdest thing about that is how if you got a +4 shield and you want to make it a +5 shield, you pay the +5 cost minus the +4
cost. Yep.
Yeah,
It's
so
very
it jumps up pretty exponentially, but it's still worth doing because it means you don't have to replace the whole bloody thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, if I sell my full plate +2, I was thinking if I can get the shield to +1 or from +1 to +2 even, that might be worthwhile.
Yeah,
That-
that thing,
that's-
Steve.
that's-
That's for making your own one, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's if you're making
It
like
is.
using
Yeah.
craft weapon,
That's right.
So yeah, so you
which is
decide how
kind
much.
of cool, but it's a weird thing.
I never got the XP component where you have to lose XP to craft something.
There's a variant rule in the DM's guide, which they put together for using power components, which is just absorb some of that, but at a price.
Yep.
So there's usually it's some sort of expensive material you need that you work into it, and covers the XP.
I see that. I see that as a cost in like life essence.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and like good capitalists, we pay some other, poor scum to waste their life, and we just pay them in gold.
That's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
There's a reason why you don't see many weaponsmiths going around swinging hammers at people.
Yes.
They're all feeble and emaciated from pouring their life into magic items.
I wonder if I can find someone that'll make a flail
Now-
for me.
The flail. Do you have enough yet, or do you need more to
No,
make?
I still need
the
more. I
flail?
think. Steve stopped throwing golems at us, so I haven't gained any more.
Hey Ben, sorry Nick, did you see those? I posted goggles of minute seeing.
Where was that posted? In
It's in Discord.
Discord.
Lenses, blah blah blah. +5 commonest bonus on search checks to find secret doors, traps, and similar concealed objects.
So, Nick, did you want my thing, my belt? If
I want your thing. Yes, I do. Yes. Yes. If you get a +6 one, I'll grab your +4 and then give Sanders my +2 gloves.
Do you have enough money for it, or because I'm just wondering if it's choosing between upgrading my strength and upgrading my armor, I'm going to upgrade my armor first.
Do your armor first.
Yeah.
Actually, give me a look, because I was selling a truckload of stuff. It depends what Steve gives us for the selling of stuff. As I said, I was estimating at about 75% of the actual normal value, but
Yeah,
depends.
that's a fair. That's a fair figure.
Which is about normal for most selling things.
Because I have 2 items I can
Yeah.
sell at the moment. I've got a magic ring, which is basically a force shield, so it's just a normal shield, but you activate it as a free action. But I haven't really made any use of it, so I'll probably toss that towards the pool of things. And the other one was a boots, which I've never used once because they just don't do anything useful for me.
Here you go, Steve. I'll get my magic monkey hand. And what about chameleon power? Ring of chameleon power. Plus 10 confidence bonus on hide checks. And a standard action can command the ring to utilize the spell Disguise Self.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, if you can find one, that sounds fine to me.
Well, I think someone may be the master of whether we can find such things or not.
Someone needs a magic eating shield or armor. If you pass your save, you heal. Which is pretty funny. Oh, it's a Captain America shield. You can throw it.
Can I have that to go with my Thor hammer?
Yeah, you need a ranged shield to go with your ranged hammer.
So, Mitch, how much was the
The belt of giant
Yeah.
strength? I think it was 36,000 for the
big one?
The big one, yeah.
Yes,
I think that's normally how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how much was the +4 one? I didn't check that.
Belt of Giant
Plus
Strength plus
4
4
one.
is 16.
Yeah.
16. Yeah, so by the time I sell the stuff for what I've calculated it for, I'm only spending roughly 32,000 out of the 50.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 18,000 left there. So if I give you 18,000, give or take,
Yep.
and you
Yep.
do the difference,
Yep. I'm
and
just saying if it might actually be enough to get all the stuff I'm looking at.
do you remember if have you sold any of your other stuff off though?
Not as yet. I've still got. That's
'Cause
what I was
I'm-
going to check.
I'm calculating selling my other stuff off. So all the stuff I want is roughly 60 grand, and I'm selling 28 grand modified at 75%. That's 75% of the value of what I'm selling.
Mhm.
Oh, I haven't had the Deathstrike bracer on it. I forgot all about that, didn't I?
Yeah, I can't remember how much that is.
I'm looking it up now.
I don't think it's particularly expensive because it's one of those limited ones.
Are you happy for me to weave a story to get the paladin?
Yeah.
You right, that
Do you
Axeman?
need me to come up with a backstory for you?
Yeah, you can if you
Because
like. Yeah,
I have thoughts, so
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
yeah, for
none
sure.
of you will know. GM will, you won't.
Yeah, if you want to,
He's
do
Lol's,
that.
he's Lol's second-hand man. I mean, what?
Yeah, no, that'd be fine. Just send me a just put it on
Shit,
Facebook.
he's even agreeing. He's like, that'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's
No.
terrifying.
You come up with your backstory, and then I'll take that, and then I've got a link that'll get you in
I'll work
part of
something
the campaign story. Yeah. So if you end up being a crusading paladin, then that's fine.
No worries, I'll sort something out during the week.
All right, that'll be cool.
If I don't, then just work something in. But I should.
Yeah. No,
Mitch,
I've already
them
got you.
sorry.
I've already got your token ready to go. It's in the spot ready to go.
You were saying, Nick?
That Deathstrike thing is $5 grand.
Oh, yeah, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. Plus, I forgot I'm giving Sanders the gloves +2, which is $4 grand there, roughly, give or take. So,
Let's find out what these two things I have cost, because I cannot remember for the life of me.
what are they?
Boots of the Battle Charger, which I have used never.
Yeah.
$2 grand. Okay, that's why they're shit. So,
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm selling about 9,500 TP worth of stuff.
I'm selling 28,000.
What do you reckon, Mitch? The Hand of Glory, the Goggles of Minute Seeing, and the Ring of Chameleon Power, which would together be 8, 9, about the same price as the armor I'm selling.
I mean, yeah.
They're all in the Discord chat.
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
Ring of Chameleon Power.
It just means that basically hide and disguise self.
Yeah.
Ah, that's amazing.
In which chat are they in?
They are in the next session notes.
Oh shit, it is too. How do I open there?
I don't know. But that's what they are.
Were you putting them in social chat? Oh, yeah, Celestial.
I was, and then I think someone must have typed something in here, and it dumped me in there. I didn't realise it changed.
That's all right. That's probably not a bad place for this is what you're looking for type thing. Yeah. Single white female with a ring of chameleon power and a hand of... What was it called? The hand of whatever?
Hand of Glory.
Hand of Glory. God damn it, that's such a great name.
That suits Justin.
Lay me down with a hand of glory. No, sorry.
And if I curl my fingers around and join my thumb, that would be that would actually become the glory hole.
I always remember Jimmy Carr saying on one of the 8 out of 10 episodes of Cats, if you don't know what a glory hole is, I suggest you don't look into it.
Exactly right.
I was like, what the hell?
Okay.
For someone so well spoken, he's a filthy bastard.
Oh, he tells the best jokes, though.
He sounds like Basil Brush when he laughs too.
It's the only bad. Well, I think it's about the only bad thing about him because I think he's hilarious.
Well, no, so what he does is he laughs on the inhalation as opposed to the exhalation.
Yeah, that's a good. That's I hadn't thought of that before, but yes.
All right.
They announced it.
So-
Work colleagues got married on the weekend. It's a shotgun wedding, but not for the normal reason you think of a shotgun wedding.
What, one of them's Sri Lankan?
No, one of them got headhunted to go work in Switzerland. And for the partner who they're already engaged.
Yeah.
For the partner to actually go, they had
I
to be
understand,
married. So they rushed the wedding on. They were going to do it on. They actually had planned it for Valentine's Day because they knew right on the end of January. And then Dan Andrews went and locked us down for a week or 5 days or whatever, and so they couldn't have the wedding on. So they had it yesterday, Monday. She'll be working on pandemic response for the World Health Organization, which is pretty damn cool. I'm just looking at the wedding photos, if they'll pop up on my screen. Come on. Why is this not loading? Damn you. There we go. Gorgeous.
Might have to go for discount adamantine armor.
Mm?
Putting a gem thing on it, which has a limited use.
How about aluminum armor instead?
Oh my god! God, there is actually a running joke for that for Swordcraft. If you've ever heard of ring mesh before.
Ring what? Sorry.
Ring mesh is basically super light shit. That's
Right.
It's barely has any weight in it, and it's pretty much people running around in fucking tin. And some people get a bit upset when they put their, $400 chainmail on, and someone else shows up in tin thing and runs around works the same way in the game.
Oh. Well, given you're actually not literally whacking each other with edged weapons, I mean, I'm sure
what it does do is mean that you're not wearing 16 kilos worth of armor to slow you down.
Yeah. Which makes sense. I mean,
Yeah, I mean the way this thing works is like they give you, you can take a couple extra hits for all the bloody shit you're wearing, right?
Mhm.
And people wearing full plate have spent, $5,000 on their stuff.
fuck, you can just get something that's made of plastic and just spray paint it.
You could. It's just a lot lighter. It's
Yes.
the perpetual argument that a lot of the Melbourne players do because they take it way too seriously.
Swordcraft is fucking annoying.
There's a cartoon today which was like, D&D and
Brother!
his weird brother.
Yeah,
He refuses to acknowledge.
That's the one.
I know so many D&D players that fit into both of those categories.
Yeah, pretty much.
Both the sort of the LARPy, swordcrafty people and those that just go, no, go away.
I actually went to
I don't want to
Swordcraft
be associated with you.
Oh, you did?
for like maybe 2 months, and I'm like, I'm over these politics.
Yep,
all these
I
rule changes every second week. And,
I completely agree with you. The politics of that are absolutely stupid.
and everyone.
But
I
it
know is
happens in
left, so-
everything.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's any kind of thing, event, sport, blah blah, whatever. There's always politics. Yeah, it's still a pain in the ass though.
No, I disagree. You never get politics in lawn bowls.
I've got a feeling you might be.
Yeah, Steve.
I'm
Ask White Hills how much they enjoy being in Div 1.
I don't know how you managed to do it across
Yeah.
the internet through a speaker, like a headset speaker, but you broke my sarcasm meter. It's like I don't know how you managed to do it without being in the room with me. It shouldn't work.
It was pretty impressive, wasn't it?
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure half of our sessions have gone an hour longer because of Bowls politics.
Absolutely.
I kept getting asked to get involved in pool league stuff when I was doing 20 years ago, but when I was still doing it 8, 10, 12 years ago. And I just kept looking at them going, no, I want to turn up, I want to play for a team with my mates, and I want to go home. And I don't want to have to fight over the pettiness of which club is going to host finals. We have 3 venues that can do it. Pick one. It's not a big deal. And 6 other venues that don't have what they need to host the final, just fuck off and stop asking because you don't have what's required, which is the space and things and all that, because they set up cameras and record final and stuff like that. And it's like, you just like, oh, why is it always being held at this place? Because they've got the fucking setup.
Justin,
Not political. It's not a favourite.
Yeah, Nick?
they can double. Did you remember that your bow could only do 3 criticals a day at the extra critical range?
I don't think I've done more than 3, but
Okay, just checking because I was just reading.
You
your
did 2 in a round once, but I don't know if they were 17s.
yeah.
I think
Alright,
at least one of those was a 19 or a 20.
have to make sure.
Yeah.
So what would it be? So would it be no criticals at all beyond that, or would it be back to the normal range?
You'd be 19-20 after that.
All right, so I'll have to.
It triples the threat range. Steve, you're right. With that, triples the threat range. So it'd be 18, 19.
No. It was 20. Triple it's 18, and I've got improved critical, which means 17.
No. If you already have improved crit, it triples the threat range.
Really?
Yeah, so it's 18, 19, 20, not 17, 18, 19, 20. That's what it says.
That's a little better.
Hang on, wait. Wouldn't it be triple plus 1 then?
No, triple. So it just says straight triple. It doesn't say triple plus 1. If you already have it, triples the threat range.
Oh.
Grant's improved critical feat for the day, which would make you 1920 if already, because improved crit doubles the threat range.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So
So
tripling
yeah,
it would
so
make it 18, 19, 20, not 17, 18, 19, 20.
Oh.
I possibly misread that one in my favour.
I'm
Yeah.
not really surprised though. It's fairly convoluted,
That,
sort of.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a bit. Yeah, you just have to read it because reading triple to threat range. Technically, it's 19, 20. Triple to threat range would be 14 to 20.
Yeah. That's when you first said. I'm like, hang on a second.
Yep. No, but if you read it properly, it means you go from a double threat range to a triple. So your bow is a 20. So you go doubling is 19, 20. Tripling is 18, 19, 20.
In third edition, it was possible with the use of a particular prestige class to get a crit range of 12 to 20.
That was with a rapier because keen
Using
and
the Disciple
improved
of
crit.
Disciplitar
I
as
know.
well.
Oh, you can get 9+ if I remember right.
Really?
Yeah, you can get something freaking ridiculous with one of the class. I can't remember which class it was, but it improved the crit range again.
Yeah.
Monk.
They fixed
Gotta
it
be
where
monk.
all that stuff didn't stack in the end.
Yeah. Because of that reason.
Because that reason. Third edition had some broken things. That's why they brought 3.5 out to balance the game.
Yes.
So yeah.
I don't
That
know
makes
how that
more
worked for
sense now. Yeah. So Bane weapon, composite, adapts to strength. So use a wheel, yep, so it's just 3 times.
Where have I got that?
Grant's defensive shot.
I don't even know what that means. I've never used it.
I don't know what it means either.
What's this?
Defensive shot.
3 times per day, Grant's defensive shot.
I think it means you can shoot without taking attack of opportunity.
Ah, okay. Once per day, it gets double the wielder's attacks at -4 bonus, which we know. So you do that plus your -2 bonus, so you get all the extra shots, and you're getting 10 shots per round. Which is freaking ridiculous. 10 shots in one round.
Hang on. So, yeah, 3 standard plus the extra one, plus haste.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good glass cannon attack.
Yeah. Plus, even if you move, you can actually do 8 attacks in the round.
No, if I move, it'd be 6, wouldn't it?
6 attacks. Don't you have one that gives you +3 attacks? Now you're level 12? Didn't it get bigger as you went up in levels?
No,
No.
multi-shot you're talking about is just
multi-
gives you an extra. Oh, actually, it may scale. Does it scale?
I'm pretty sure one of them. I know one we were talking about a while ago. Scale.
Many shot might. I don't know if you have many. You probably do have many shot by now.
3.5 D&D.
Certainly shot many.
Many shot.
Every 5 points above +6, you can add an extra one to do it. And there's a cumulative penalty.
Well, mini shot, what I've got here, it just says, as a stand action, you may fire many arrows at a single opponent within 30. That's what it says on my character sheet.
Yeah, many shots fired normally. Fire two arrows at a single opponent within 30 feet at a -4 penalty. But every 5 points of base attack bonus you have above
Additional
+6, you get an additional arrow and increase the penalty by another -2. So
Yeah.
for example, it uses for a total of -6 penalty for 3 arrows or -8 for 4.
So you'd be you could do -6 for 3 extra arrows.
And that's a standard action, so you can move and still do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'd use rapid shot because it's superior.
But it's at a single I'll say it's a single target.
You may fire 2 arrows at. I know it's just 3 arrows at a single target. It's not 2 extra. It's just 2 arrows. Both arrows.
Instead of doing a single arrow for a standard action, you do 3. If you're doing.
If I'm forced to move,
Yeah, then it's worth using. That's the only time you would use it is if you were moving.
Does it mean that you
Otherwise-
only roll one dice and they all hit with the same number,
No,
or you
no,
make
no,
three
no.
You
attack
always roll
rolls?
them
You just
separately.
make 3 attacks,
Oh,
separate
bugger.
attacks.
I'd kind of love the ability to just roll one dice and 17 plus 22. That's 39 3 times. Does that
Can
crit?
you imagine what would happen if Justin rolled a single dice for his 10
He'd
attack
roll.
shot?
He'd roll a 1.
Either
It'd-
miss
and,
or
and,
crit.
he'd,
Jesus.
and,
It's
and he'd
going
swear for the next 5 minutes.
That's true.
It'd be great.
You make a valid point. Quick, amend.
But when he rolled a 17, Steve would probably swear for the next 5 minutes as he gets to roll 4 or 5 whatever confirmed criticals.
Oh, 18.
Because I was
18.
initially I was surprised that Steve would have given him just a straight 19-20 crit range for a bow.
That's common, isn't it?
No.
No.
I knew it was 20, but like I said, I read the wording as tripling. So I don't know, or the way I wrote it on my sheet, I thought it was okay. That's tripled, and then it's +1 for improved crit.
No,
Yeah.
it's if you've got improved crit,
Yeah.
It
So
makes
it's,
better. But yeah, that makes more sense because you're critting 1 in 5 shots, or an average.
That's right.
so 3 and 20.
We'll
instead,
do it
yeah.
right.
Yeah, no, and look, that's
Right.
look. To be honest, I don't think I'd rolled too many 17s, but I mean, yeah, look, it would have been more than a couple. So
Good.
It's still incredibly powerful, incredibly powerful.
I'll just get keen arrows.
You can't, doesn't stack.
Oh, what?
Yes, you can get keen arrows. No, it doesn't.
They don't stack is what I'm upset about.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why the reason they don't stack is
That's
because
what-
of 3rd edition.
3rd edition. Yeah, because a rogue with
Look,
a
we are 3rd edition.
No,
No,
3.5.
Oh, look, we're rounding, just round down.
No, I'm not going to 4. 4 sucks ass.
4th is a computer game.
Yeah, it
Which
is.
is why
it
I
is.
said we round down, not up, because you're right.
That was the worst edition. I played one campaign and never played. I refused to play
I
it again.
never played it.
I like how
Watch my
not worth
housemate play it.
I like how anything I look up, it's at like AD&D 3.5, 5. There's no other numbers that come up. It's like, just a second.
Nobody played 4 that would use Google.
It's really the just ones that are missing. I'm like, interesting. Won't question.
You know, it's funny though. It's kind of ridiculous. Like you don't really. I mean, everyone loved 3, or everyone loved 3.5. Obviously, they want to make more money, but you really don't need to.
Their thinking was that they were trying to tap into the MMO market.
Yeah,
They
it's
dumbed it
awful.
down so
The World
much.
of Warcraft players playing D&D.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly
Yeah.
right. That was why they did it. It just didn't work.
They dumbed it down too much.
yeah.
Like you,
There were some.
There were
Having
some
never
good
played it, there
systems
were
in there.
there were some good
But-
things in it. Yeah.
Minions were a good addition. The whole an enemy with 1
Yeah.
hit point, full abilities, but you could sort of scale them in. They were a great tool for a DM. Some of the additional energy types were interesting, though they didn't really be. They weren't
Some of the
necessary.
shifting and moving in combat was quite interesting. It
Yeah.
just didn't.
it
Yeah,
didn't flow
quite
well as a
translate.
game.
Rituals were an interesting touch.
Mm.
Skill challenges were another interesting touch. They were a
Yeah.
good tool.
They were good.
Well, I know DM I watch who runs 5e on stream. He often uses a group challenge where he basically just gets the 7 PCs because he's got that many all roll, and he kind of sets it as needs to be a 5 to 2 for a success in success range. 4 to 3, it'll be a success, but there might be some consequences, and anything worse than that
Yeah.
and crits add an extra success or an extra failure.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they worked.
And it just makes everybody roll a dex roll. You've got advantage and you've got advantage, and they roll and give him the number, and he basically sets a DC in his head and goes, "All right, yep, you guys did that well. You need to help them across a little bit, but otherwise it's all good." Or bad shit happens, and it's quite fun when the bad shit happens.
It's a great way to add complexity to an encounter without making it too nitpicky.
He's just doing. He uses it for like when they're traversing something or got to cross a bridge, and there's no actual combat. But it's like, you guys aren't going to take an hour to do this, so let's just roll some dice and make it a skill challenge.
It does make skills more interesting, having them because they become more relevant. And if it's well implemented, it works really well.
Yeah. I always find it fun just because you don't know what his DC is and you don't know how many fails or succeeds he really wants. Like some of them, they're just like consequences of failing here is really bad. Really bad.
I don't mind the death save mechanic from 5th Ed. I feel like that's a little less you're instantly dead type scenario.
Yeah. I find that it's a criticism of the GM, but it's like the monsters don't keep going on the thing that's down because they've got another live threat there. But an intelligent monster might go, you're down on the ground, and if I don't kill you, someone's going to just get you back up again. So I'm just going to hit you again. It's like, I know it's really not party-like, and you're not trying to do that to your party, but it's a little bit of the realism that, like...
No, in realistic, like, if you had a threat next to you, would you actually go for the guy who's down or try and defend yourself against the threat that was next to you?
I can attack him and still defend myself against you to a degree. So I can kill this thing, it's not going to get up and go me again in 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah, but while you're concentrating on that thing that's on the ground, something else is hitting you incredibly hard. You can see it both ways, either way.
Yeah.
As I said, the dumb monster just goes absolutely always for the current threat, ignores what's on the ground. I don't have an issue with that, but especially if I'm an evil bad guy with an escape plan where I'm just teleporting out of here if something shit hits fan, I'm taking one of you down permanently.
That's why you have a few little minions that run around stabbing people who go down.
Oh.
Yeah, there were a group of them in the Middle Ages. They were called children.
Yeah, that's right.
They were called children.
Believe it, it's true. It happened. It's horrible, but it's true.
Yeah.
Also, battlefield scalpers were a big thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
There's a famous painting. I think it's of Jesus being led to bloody crucifixion site. And there's actually someone in the corner like holding up like a fucking t-shirt, with like flogging off merchandise. It was I can't think of it.
There was some pretty crazy shit involving scalping things that would have happened at the time.
Yeah. I mean, every fuck in the Middle Ages owned like a relic, which was Jesus' cockbone or whatever.
Splinter of the True Cross, all 50,000.
Yeah.
Well, piece of rope from the person who just got hanged. Genuine hanging rope.
Yeah.
They haven't actually had the hanging yet. Oh no, but this is from the rope that they're going to hang them with.
Yeah, it's rope.
Life of Brian. The bloody spruiking of the religions on the street in Life of Brian. God, that was funny. And the guy going on about losing his friend's hammer and just ranting.
I have to go back and listen to that because there's so many things from that I've missed.
The first guy they have
I just don't remember.
Really, there's a big firebrand guy who's right into it, and then there's a guy next to him who just he looks lost and confused, and he's just going on about random odd events that happened in the day.
All right, I'm going to get going here, guys.
Yeah, I think
I've got my 6 items chosen.
So to recap, so you've got a whole stack of stuff there ready to go. So what we'll do next session is the Paladin is actually in the keep. I've got that ready to go. Axeman will send me a backstory and I'll weave that in with how I think I'm going to get you in there. So there'll be a little bit of time at the keep and a few things will be revealed there because you've got to catch up with the Bib and Egbert who's been doing research.
Search for us.
And then you're planning to go to Greyhawk, do your shopping, get all your gear, catch up with Mouse, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
I want to go exploring other teleporters after that.
Yeah.
No. We've got a place to go. We're going across to the Kingdom of Let or whatever it is. The guy that's on the. I had the map
Yeah.
up before.
But we need to get orphans to send
Gotta
us
go
to
see
teleporters.
Yeah, pop a few
Um,
teleporters on the way.
Where am I? Yeah, the Kingdom of Ket. K-E-T. Sorry. We're going to.
Yeah, obviously, Ben, you're not really embracing the Skyrim style mentality. You don't go after the main quest. You do all the other things.
Quest.
If I don't go after the main quest, Lolth will be stronger and well equipped and more prepared when it happens. And we're going to need to have done every side quest and then some to just be able to stand up to her.
Exactly. So that's why we do the side quests now. While we
get
get
stronger.
No,
They
no.
get stronger. They get better loot. Then we go and fight Loth.
I've already got a good loot. I don't need better loot.
You always need better loot. There's no such thing as not enough good loot.
Hang on, you're a bard and you don't want better loot? What kind of bard are you?
Yeah, you
The
don't
only
want,
thing
you don't want a
the
better
only,
loot.
no. Here's the thing: the loot I currently have, the only thing that's better would be giving it more abilities.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Because seriously, fast heal 3 is the best thing I can do.
Yeah, it is amazing, yes.
It's just like frees up 3 or 4 of my spells a day because I don't need to put 20, cure wound into people because it just eventually does 30 points of healing each. It's not a lot for you guys with over 100 hit points. It's half mine or thereabouts.
It's close to half mine as well, but yeah.
Yeah, so I've got like 66 now, I think.
I think I've decided I'm gonna piss off my character sheet in that thing. I'm gonna find one online and create a new character sheet.
Yeah, I'm
Embrace.
going to UK. If Steve gives us all these items, I need to rewrite my sheet manually because it's not in the actual.
Yeah. I'm not gonna find bloody all the stuff I
Mine is
want.
a fuzzy mess of blunted
Yeah.
pencil.
I've seen yours.
Yes.
I don't know if you use this
Hang
website,
on.
Justin, and I had to log in and create a login, so I don't know if you want to go that far. But this is basically the place I use to do a ND sheet.
Oh, cool.
It's all manual. It's all manual fill in. It's literally this is what you would write on, except I don't have pen and paper. The one thing it does have is XP tracking in the top right.
Did I hear someone suggest that Steve would give these items? I thought the idea was
said
pay for them.
Yeah, no.
Pay for it.
We've got to pay for them. Don't worry, we're subtracting the gold
Now.
from our.
Where is it?
Balance.
Myth Weavers. What? Oh,
Yeah.
sheets.
Right.
Ah,
Board
fuck,
games either Friday or Saturday.
Yeah, you got to create a username or something.
Probably Friday.
Cool. And a Gaia project's come now. So.
Oh, are you guys still right for Tegan's thing?
Oh, when's that?
Saturday.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm right for that Saturday.
Ah, yeah, cool. Yes.
So board game Saturday then. Done.
Can Mel come and watch?
Don't see why not. I'll ask Tegan, but I don't
Alright,
think she'll
cool.
have an issue. Alright.
He wants to see what real nerds look like in action, Justin.
She's seen real nerds
She's
in
already
action.
seen that horror.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then, because I was going to say, can your relationship stand it?
She even joined us for Sushi Go.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yep.
I played. I played that with her. I played Azul,
Yeah, no, I know.
Splendor.
Splendor's a really good game.
All right. Catch you guys later.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll write all this up and have a look later.
Yeah, just shoot through anything you want through either Discord or Messenger, and yeah, we'll be ready to go next week. Nice to meet you, X-Man.
Yeah, good to see you.
Cool.
Or hear you,
Not
brother.
all.
Bye.
Oh yeah, stream. Better close that.
Yeah, better hit the exit button. So who won the race last night?
No one last night.
Was practice?
Yeah, we did a couple of mini races afterwards, but it was just practice last
So
night.
do you always drive the same car and that sort of thing? Or because some of those cars look a little faster than the others to me, if driven well.
Yes, they are. There seems to be some of them suit different tracks a lot more.
So I wasn't sure. I couldn't work out who had the best car, but I could tell who had the best times by the length of the straight. F1 racer. But
Yeah, it seems to be the Corvette and the Skyline are the two easier to drive ones. I think is probably the better way of putting it.
best car I've actually been in. Now I'm trying to remember what the R31
Yeah.
Nissan Skyline. It was the one that the car wasn't raced at Bathurst, but it was the same make and model that was raced at Bathurst. This car had been raced in Japan and had been brought back over. It was actually a person I used to play pool with was from New Zealand originally and was good friends with Possum Bourne. And he used to run a Bathurst Day barbecue at his warehouse with a pool table and lots of games and things. And I got invited one year, which was awesome because they just had a barbecue with bacon and eggs and sausages and shit running from 6:30 in the morning till about 5 in the afternoon. And it was just turned down, turned up, turned down all day. And there was like 50 people came through. But he had one of Possum's mates who he knew as well turn up with 2 race cars.
Yep.
And one of them was a Nissan Skyline R31, and he gave us he gave a bunch of us joyrides in it. And we only went like around the block a couple of times and stuff, but it was just insane. We went from 0 to 80 in about 30 meters and took about 60 or 70 meters to break.